Hello, everyone. It's Coffee.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Champion Killer, and
And
today
today
we're going to
we're
be
going to
bringing
be
you
bringing you
Savage
Worlds,
Worlds,
a
a
Wintergreen
wintergreen
Apocalypse.
apocalypse.
So we all last left off with the culmination of getting ammunition for your laser guns, batteries, and fuel for your ship, and an alternate fuel engine with an alternate fuel source. Was the culmination of last session. You all are waking up in the morning, and I've got to put my headset on. Testing.
Well, you can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure that's thousands of miles better. So currently, the floor is yours. You have.
There we go. Can you hear me better?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, so
Good.
much better.
Okay. So currently, you all, like I said, you all have the ball. It's in your court. You all wake to a fresh day. Nav systems are up and running, etc.
If you guys don't mind, I'd like to go back to check out that room again.
Sorry, which room?
Out in
What?
the room that I passed out in.
Oh. Wasn't that just the like the bedroom there?
Yeah, that's on the other ship though.
Is there anything else we can do while we're there? Anything else we need to get?
Nothing that I know of. I just want to check out that room again.
Okay. Whatever you all decide.
Perhaps you can find more about your past if you go back there. I'm in agreement with this, as you're remembering things, so to speak.
All right. Hover bikes and head over there. Unless you think we need some of the actual ship, like plating and that.
Oh, that's why I was asking. Is anything else we could do for
You could probably
efficiency
bring those
sake?
small thruster engines. The small thruster engines that we have set up as a trap, we could probably bring those back here. You never know when something like that might come in handy.
Right. Yeah, I guess we just scavenge whatever we can find.
Yeah.
Anything of use.
Yeah, we might as well take the worm. Then we have a place to load stuff.
Did it work?
What? Did what work?
Alright. I guess it did. I was getting my headset thing to work.
Tracking.
That's all.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask. Does anyone else have any more of those foam grenades? I used my last one the other day.
I believe if I look in my inventory, I think I may have at least one. At least
I gave
one.
I gave mine all to Champ.
Well, you see what had happened was
I do believe I've used all of them. How many did we have? It was 6, right?
I don't remember.
I am uncertain.
Because I don't have any on me. I'm out!
I'd have to go double check. Pretty certain it was 2 6-packs.
Because on my character sheet, it's got charges 2
or
out of
if it
2, and
was
I have 0.
Turns out they
2 out
weren't
of
foam
2.
grenades. They were just a couple 6-packs of very shaky.
Grenade-shaped drink. I'm sorry. Where are you guys going, or what are you doing? I must have missed something if you all are waiting on me.
Taking the wormer.
Gotcha. I knew you all were saying that's your plans, but I wasn't sure if that's where you wanted to transition to. Tracking.
Yep.
Second. All right. As you all are heading with the warmer to the wreckage, you notice fireworks and all sorts of things going off at the city that's up on the mountain ledge to the northeast. Had to think about it.
Fireworks or explosion?
Fireworks and some sort of celebration.
Oh dear, it's the same clown posse again.
I don't know what that is that you keep talking about.
Seems like all over whatever that city is, as you all enter in here, different places, things are celebrating fireworks. It's going off. All right. You're back here. Yeah. Don't mind me. Go ahead and you do you.
I'm gonna move up and check the
There you go.
rooms, make sure all the dead are still dead.
I'm just putting a blocker down for right now. Just walk across it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Game's
Game's
paused.
paused.
Oh, would you looky there? Bloop.
Are these still going off?
Yes. Wait, are they? You left them in an on state shooting fire into these places, right?
Yep.
And that was how many days ago?
I have no idea.
Like 20 some.
A while.
Yeah, it's ran out of juice, so there's nothing going out of them anymore.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna take a peek. Oh, shit. My camera.
Somebody said something.
screwed.
15 days ago. Oh, okay. I'll go over
Do
here
we
with
see
Kelly.
Right.
all these troops?
So I'm just taking a peek around the corner.
Yeah. Let me
Trying to be sneaky.
move something. No, cancel. I never got rid of those. So you step in there, everything looks wilted and it's spore ridden everywhere and thick with dust and leftover of plant matter and dead carcasses that litter, like right here you could and over here you could see that they tried to get out, whatever did try to get out, and it's singed, burned, and turned into spore material, and the rest of the plants throughout the place are withered to the point of unrecoverable. You touch it and it disintegrates into more dust.
What about down in that bottom corner?
Yeah.
What does that look like from here?
I'm gonna actually start walking that way.
Cargo boxes, TV, some other stuff that
Test.
can't see past the crates too well.
All right. I'm gonna go explore it.
You get close and you see two huddled up bodies and a bag. You also see more. Hello. You also see more spillage of this fluid that was similar to everything, and it looks like a small living quarters. Like someone they were trapped in here or something. Over here is a waste bucket. Their last meal.
Huh.
It's a cup of ramen noodles.
Awful.
Well, it looks like they were too weak to eat it. They had made it or something like that.
I want to examine the bodies.
They it looks like a couple. They're wearing clothes. The decay on their face makes it very undistinguishable onto and most of the decay is very mummified and undiscernible, and it makes them hard to see what the original, and the face is gone. Both of the faces are gone on it.
Like eaten, gone, or just desiccated?
Like removed after death.
Ew.
Like something came along and removed their faces.
I'm
And
just gonna
face
start
fish.
searching everything then.
Roll me a notice check.
What is today? 18.
13?
Oh, 18.
You succeeded, and you also notice that there's you notice at the edge of where the face is ripped away, or you say you no longer could say that it was ripped away. You see little things crawling at the edges of it as it's eating the flesh away.
Like parasites?
Parasites, bugs. You're unable to tell without like getting real close.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna
just
get
see
close.
something crawling, and it's at the border edge of wherever the face is gone from. And you also notice like some small spots on their hands, and something's just slowly eating them, meticulously outward. This is a toilet. This is a rug. This is an unknown folded up yellow parka looking raincoat thing. Uncertain why it's so fuddled up. It looks like it's folded and has something inside of it. This bag isn't moving, but it's a body bag of some sort.
Let's check that packaged raincoat thing.
Yeah.
And this right here is a severed limb or a hand or something. Unknown body part.
I don't really want
you-
to touch it too much, so I'm using the tip of a sword to unfold the rain jacket.
You slowly get under, get something on, and you flip it over, as you say, and you see that it's a book of sorts, very old version, an actual book. Looks about the size of like a large dictionary.
Any recognizable words or writing on it?
You need to remove more of the thing, and you could get a better. So I take it that's what you do is you flip off more of it.
Yeah.
You flip off more and you flip it over, and it's in Solarian. It just one big word on the side of it said obituary.
Oh. Can't be good.
Well, it's odd. And it looks like they were trying to keep it, so or keep it safe, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna take it with me.
All right. You pick up the heavy book. It weighs on itself. It weighs about 14 pounds. That's how heavy this book is.
Holy shit.
I'm telling you, this is
All right,
a
I
big
split the
brick of a
pages
book.
halfway and check to see if there's a hidden
It's a
compartment
holy
in the
Bible.
cutaway in the pages.
There isn't. It's literally like you would
holy
think
Bible.
so. It's that
Lead
heavy and dense of a book.
lead pages.
Hardback. Yeah,
It's
14
fully wibbled.
pounds. Yeah, it weighs. You think of a that's what I'm saying. You flipped it and boom. You pick up the huge, almost almanac size book that says obituary on it, and through it, it just lists names, not in really an alphabetical order, but a chronological mishmash of 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 names, and it said, and some
So
names
what
say
are the
see here
dimensions
to
of this
go
book?
here. I would say you could take it, it's about a foot thick, and it's about a foot and a half in depth, and the rest is standard legal 8 width. So you're looking about yay by yay. So yeah, about a foot and a half length. So legal, not the legal. God damn it, documents. The size of paper that they would use that's a little bit bigger than normal notebook size.
Yeah, it's like a page and a half.
Yeah, that's what they're using throughout the whole book, and it's literally about, if not including the hardback that it's in, about 10 inches of pages.
Just gonna do a quick
You
flip,
turn.
check for any hidden compartments.
And you like, it's literally name after names after names after names. There's nothing secret about this book. It's just fucking heavy. And
Can you turn to the last few pages that has names written on it and check? Let's see if my name's on there.
I was saying,
Gonna flip to the end of the book.
yeah, flip to the end and see if our names are anywhere in it.
the last page of names, last 3 pages of names are ripped out.
Fuck. All right.
Do they give dates on the names?
Nothing that makes sense. It doesn't really have dates. It's just in order, not alphabetically.
All right.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna start.
Would you like to
Is
see
there
the
anything
first?
on screen?
No. It looks like whatever it is, whatever it was playing. You have to hook up something to it. It looks very low tech, and there's also like a small little circular device over here that's wired
I
up
thought
to it.
I thought I was looking at a book, not a brick. So after realizing the absurd weight of this thing, I'm not gonna take it.
Now
You
it's
said
fair.
absurd weight of this brick. No.
Well,
So the
Champ
page,
and I are
the
like,
cover is not made out of some incessantly heavy, dense metal, is it?
It's very, very heavy, leather
got the weight.
entwined wood, whatever. Let your imagination go on how fancy it is, but it's just old and heavy.
I love how Champ and I are both like taking point out like away from where you guys are doing. We're over here just like watching. we're making sure nothing.
So
bad.
you search the book for the last pages. You tried to search the middle of the book for any hidden compartments, and you're just leaving the book. This
Yeah,
that's
mostly because
okay.
the reality of this thing confounds me. It's 14 pounds and
Yeah,
it's not lead.
it's not lead, it's not metal, and it's 14 pounds. I assure you. It is not a. It's not a trick. It is
There's
8
something wrong with it.
inches.
There's something wrong with it. I'm not taking it. I start rifling through boxes.
Yeah.
The boxes seem just filled of nothing usable. It's mainly trash to the perceptive eye, as if they were just using it. It's like they put a bunch of weight to keep these things in place and built a barrier. Nothing of use is in any of these boxes, unless you want, compost material.
All right. I
I
think we
we'll
should
be
take
alright.
this little thing. We can hook it up to the computer later to see what it is.
All right.
So the last thing is I want to come over and examine this thing, the body here. Wrapped
It
up one.
looks It looks nice, neatly wrapped, and 4 straps on it.
When he starts looking at that, I ready my weapon to
Yeah, I've
if
ready
it
the sword as
flinches
well.
to gut it.
Yep. I'm gonna just slowly cut around where the head would be, just to expose the head.
All right, roll a sanity check. Oh, you exposed the head, right? You unclipped it, try to
Yeah.
expose the head, and you go to. All right, you lean over and you look at it. Roll me a sanity check. I need your spirit.
Six.
All right, you open this package to see your face.
I like what, and I just run back into the wall.
Do you remember having a twin?
No.
No, you don't remember, or no, you don't have one.
Both.
And while she's back there, I'm take the end of my blade and finish cutting open this mummy.
If you, as you slice it all open, you flip it over. If you could match verbatim what your character is wearing at this very moment, minus the hat, you see Kelly wearing the same outfit.
Any like identifiable like moles or marks or anything?
You could strip the body and start finding that if you'd like.
Well, without going too far, I'm just looking for like anything, any spots.
Nothing that you can ascertain. You can roll the most perfect notice check. I'm telling you, there's nothing to ascertain. You see Kelly's character wearing the same clothes that she picked up off of the bed.
Yeah.
Minus beanie and hat.
I'm gonna go over to Kelly. Do you have any identifiable, birthmarks or moles or?
You're free to make something up or say no or whatever. That's on you, by the way.
I got
Real
a
close.
I got a heart-shaped birthmark on my left hip.
All right, let's see it.
And I kind of pull down my pants a little bit. That nothing really exposed. It's just right there, and I show it to him.
All right,
Oh dear,
whip
is this
around.
that time that I must leave?
And check the body. Does it have the same marking?
Yes, it does.
All right, that's super weird. This is you.
That's not me.
Well, I mean,
It looks
maybe-
very well dehydrated and dead, and I mean dead in the sense that what a body would look like if it was perfectly sealed, because the bag was airtight when you popped it open. So yeah, if you were to take a body, you have no idea how long it's been there, and pretty much entomb it. It's her.
I have a question. I mean, Axel's not here to ask, but when he put us together in those pods, there's actually like a chip buried in us somewhere, right? Or just a chip, because that person that we just
It's a good question.
accidentally grew.
It's a very good question. Those answers you need to figure out in game.
That's what I'm asking the people here.
Oh,
Oh.
you're asking me.
Because when you put that
Yeah,
chip in the thing, the chip is not there anymore, right? It's in that person.
Yeah. And do we want to waste it?
Okay, so
Change it.
I'm gonna
Mm.
turn
oh,
back
did
to Kelly.
this disappear?
I'm gonna turn back to Kelly. I'm sorry. This might be a little weird, but I think it needs to be done. I'm gonna go back to the body, like full, not autopsy, but full search. Flip the body over.
Body cavity.
I'm like, oh dear, and I turn around from this, like I'm not even watching this anymore. Like I have no
looking for
idea what
any
he's
incision
doing.
marks. I'm
I'm
looking
just
for any
thinking of the-
incision marks where something may have been removed, like somebody dug something out of the back
Yeah,
of the head,
I
or
can't watch that.
You flip over the body, you dig inside, you look. It looks like nothing has been removed.
I'm
The
not
person-
digging inside anything. If there's no
I meant
already
digging
holes,
around, moving up armpits. You're not actually carving the person open. You're looking for any type of removal of any sort, and you are unable to find one. Roll a notice check.
Oh.
And if you got any medical of academics or
do.
something, roll that
Take
as
it.
well.
At least I'm pretty sure. I meant to take it. Oh no, magical medical.
Oh. Oh, there's seafood in this. Oh.
Oh, I am sorry. Yes,
Oh.
there's
Oh.
a piece of actual crab in it.
Oh.
Sorry, I just had to answer another question. You wanted notice.
Yeah, I needed notice, and I need something that's medical related. All right, you did wonderful search. Now let's see what you can ascertain with some bit of knowledge. Do you have medical or whatever?
Is medical
Good question.
thing?
It might be under. Let's look and find out.
I have healer, but it's an edge.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an edge. We need to look up
Oh.
skills. I don't see medical specifically. However, I would have to state that that would be a science, right? If I had to look at anything, let's see. You got academics. You have science. What is healing? Healing is multiple uses of forensic. Healing can also be used to analyze evidence that relates to anatomical trauma, at time of death, angle of attack, and similar manners. So basically, you could use the healing skill to also be a medical diagnosis.
Well, I'm gonna have to seek training in that. It's, I don't think I have
Well,
that.
for as much as you can ascertain, you've searched the body thoroughly. And unless somebody has a medical idea, you're able to you're pretty sure that there's some you're unsure of how the and what. Obviously wasn't removed if that is the case.
I'm going to attempt to redress it.
Okay, you wrap it back up.
All right,
Uh,
Kelly. Do you want to take you with us? Kelly?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Get look,
And I'm walking away. I don't know. That's all you're hearing her. I don't know.
Well, obviously this has been a weird experience for her. So she seems to be moving to the door. Once she's out the door, I'm gonna move the body to just inside the door. Like right over here.
Okay.
And then step out and close the door behind me. Boop.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Just so it's right there should we
Gotcha.
decide to take it. But I'm not gonna carry around a
Yeah, no, we're not.
A 90-pound dead weight,
Yeah.
plus a 14-pound
I
book.
already said I'm not carrying that book. There's something wrong with it.
I know, neither of them.
5
Okay.
pounds, normal, 19 or 14 pounds. There's something wrong with it.
Unnormal.
It's
And completely froze. Internet died.
Maybe use your spot of the hot.
internet can't be dead. We can still hear you.
You get into the room. There's two things different. Roll me, aside from that, roll me a notice check, both of you. I need both of you to succeed.
I'm following up the group.
I lost everyone. I'm froze.
Hit refresh on your browser.
I got a 7.
All right. Champ, I need you to roll a notice check as well.
Dang, come on, unfreeze.
I'm keeping watch on the door while they're doing whatever in there.
Okay, there we go. Oh, yay! All right, unfroze. Yay! Hi.
While Champ rolls his notice check and we wait, do you want object A or B?
Let's go B.
All right. You come into the room and you turn, you notice where there used to be a plaque has been removed.
Somebody else has been here.
Since you've been gone, you are correct. You would assume so.
What the hell is that?
Now, since you said that line, does music start playing?
No.
Why did we just save? Why is there a healing item over there? What is with all this ammo? Why did the music suddenly change?
Your love must have me too, that I
Since
be
you've been
dry. Anyways.
I'm gonna go explore where the plaque was.
You could see the edge of where the plaque used to be. You could see rivet holes where it was mounted in place, and they're just sockets in the wall now for screws. Whoever took the plate put the screws back. So the bolts are bolted back into the wall without the plate. So
I'm
if you
screwed.
want to put a plate up there,
This room is like deja vu room. A cage, a plant, a rug. Yeah, this is a little too deja vu-y. Look, and a bed with clothes.
Well, the clothes aren't there. I took the clothes.
yeah, that was
I would say that
back
was,
in session 3.
we are back in the same location.
Hey, champ, you there?
Same room, got it.
All right, go ahead and
Deja vu anymore.
Mary, roll a notice check. I don't see Ty's house moving. I mean, champ.
Roll.
Also a 7.
All right. This cage,
Y'all screwed.
the only reason why I left the icon there was you remember that there used to be a cage here and the cage is gone. I'm unable to edit the map right now.
Okay.
So it's more like you remembering. Oh yeah, there was a cage over here. So the cage is gone. And so is the potted plant that was in the back.
Okay.
And the chair. These 3 items, the chair, the potted plant, and this is all gone. All the trash is still there, all the bottles are still there, and the plaque is gone.
Okay. Deja vu minus items.
Correct.
Something is telling me that turn this bed over.
I'll help.
Okay.
I doubt. I don't know. Something. Me personally thinks we should turn this bed over.
It
I'm
would be
staying
better.
half in the room, half out, just keeping
It
an eye
doesn't-
on the hall. And
It doesn't look like the bed is welded to the ground. However, when you go to reach up under to try to grab, obviously there's something. It's attached to the ground, but it's not welded to the ground.
How about
I take off the mattress and down.
just simply look? How about just look under it?
It's a flat surface that goes like in and out. So if you were to look at it from the side, like straight on and underneath it, there's no way to look underneath the bed. You
Well, we're definitely not seeing shit today.
You remove all the mattresses and everything, and you see a flat, just a flat surface that the mattress used to be on, and there's nothing else other than this, what looks like a slab.
Oh.
Interestingly enough, though, there is, how you say, with the mattress gone, you're able to see a slit or a seam down the middle of the architecture of the bed, just inside the frame.
There's something hiding.
I'm gonna try opening it up, but I'm gonna be ready for something to pop out at me.
Yeah.
I have my sword ready.
You and I both agree.
How are you going to try to open this up?
We agree we are going to open this,
Yeah.
and we're both going to be.
Can I get my fingers in the groove to kind of pull it apart, or
No, like it's flushed with each other. You just happen to see the seam, kind of like how my hands are. You're like, you can see there's a seam there, and yeah.
well, I'm gonna take the sword then and try to drive it in between it.
I was gonna say, I've got a knife.
All right.
I-
What would you what would you like to roll for crowbarring into that? What is that? Under survival?
It's not a.
I know there's a check that talks about like pick locking and stuff.
It'd be an unskilled attempt then.
There you go. Just no, it needs to be an unskilled attempt.
Knife skill. Oh, I
Well,
like
11.
it better.
There you fucking go.
I like
You
it better.
rolled both you rolled a success with a raise. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You somehow find that click chipped into there, and then you wedge it open, and the thing seems like a shutter, like it's trying to go like this, and that's why you couldn't. And it's trying to shutter it open, and you've wedged it open, and now you can see down into what looks like darkness down below. Oh no, you don't see the floor tiles. I don't know what you're doing here. Tearing apart a bed.
This is getting more and more creepy, like every fucking second.
Do I see floor tiles or do I see nothing?
Oh, I was joking. No, you see straight down into nothing.
So it's dark.
We found something.
Can we like poke anything to see if because we can't actually see anything? Can we take like a?
Somebody got a light?
Yeah, something. I got a sword. Oh, I'll use my sword, and I'll just kind of slide my sword down to see if anything bites it.
Oh yeah, you stick the sword as far down as you can,
yeah,
and nothing.
Basically, I'm using my sword as a
testing strip. There's nothing down there. It's just deep, long black hole.
So
as far as you can see right
nothing. Now. All right, cool.
And you've only got it, like I said, a blade's width open at the moment.
Is there's the bedding and other stuff here, right?
Yeah, you toss it off to the side at the moment, and right now
I'm gonna come in, grab a piece of bedding, tie it into a bit of a knot, light it on fire with my lighter, and drop it down the hole.
It drops until you almost see the light dissipate.
It's gone.
Like
so basically, we just dropped
it went out before it hit bottom.
We dropped it down a well, and there ain't shit.
No, you dropped a torch, or you lit something on fire and dropped it down. It went out before it hit bottom. It fell that far.
Yeah. What's
that? That's very unusual.
Is there a ladder or anything next to this?
It's hard to tell because you've only got, like I said, 2 inches open of this shutter that is still
Oh, I
forcing
want
itself
to
closed.
pull this thing all the way open.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Okay.
no, mission.
It's gonna
Oh.
take more
Yeah,
than just one of you to pry this thing open.
I thought it was open because
Yeah,
I was able to put
I've been saying again, it's
Yeah, I thought
pried
so too.
open and just its blade. Yes.
Yeah, my
So I
blade.
figured you cut a piece of the cloth, lit it, and dropped it down there. I'm like, it goes out before it gets too far. So with everyone's power
cool.
combined, I need one person to roll an athletics check on one side, and I need the other side to roll an athletics check as a combined roll as you pull us apart. So team A is who?
Sorry, I
you
heard
got,
powers combined, and that's the last thing I heard.
all right, Kelly on one side, Harley on the other, with Champ and Dave, and you all wedge the thing open. Roll me an athletics check there, Ty. You didn't think about it. Okay.
Damn.
You realize at the last second, oh shit, my sword. As it goes down, you grab it. Thankfully, you didn't cut yourself as you grab the blade.
Oh, that's my sword, you goober. Thank you for catching my sword.
As the shutters, the shutter doors on the bed open up, or I should say the secret compartment, it starts to lock into place. And as it locks into place, up from the side, little lights start lighting up, and you also see footholds on the sides coming out as the bed locks in place in an open state. It goes deep. Like,
What the hell did we just open?
Okay. I take a glow stick and I shake it up real good, make sure it's all lit up and stuff, and then I toss it in.
and start counting.
We can see the lights along the road there.
And
6,
start counting.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, at 18, 19.
Bam! When you hit 20, you hear a cling, ding, ding.
So we finally see and hear it hit.
You hear it hit, yes. And yeah, all the way down at the bottom, there's a little glow stick at 20-second drop.
So
Or 20 count.
roughly,
Do we see anything at all lit up around this glow stick the entire time it went down? At all? Anything?
Just the sides of the wall. Long and tubular the whole way down. And like I said, the LED strips on the steps that popped out at the climbing rungs, I should say, that came out all the way down, but they're very faded. But yeah, it's a giant square, whatever the word is for it, downward tunnel.
thank you. That'll work.
If I go down the tunnel,
Oh,
good. I
fuck.
start heading down the tunnel. I don't even wait for
Okay,
them to
all right.
respond.
Which one of us is going first?
Me. Already heading down.
I'm tying something to you only because I am uncomfortable with the idea of you going down there right now. So I'm just gonna have something tied to you. Stuff goes awry, I can at least have you tethered.
I don't think you have anything long enough.
Well, you go down
So
far, and when you reach the end of my, I think it's, oh, let me load, see how long it is.
is it
Unfortunately,
200
I don't
feet?
think we have a rope
Ah,
because it went into that hole along with a spear.
That it
Oh,
did.
actually, I should say we have one of the sections. We don't have both of the sections.
oh, good.
It looks very
Oh,
safe.
I already use, when we were dealing with spider crap. I don't believe I grabbed it back after we were done dealing with spiders. But
Correct.
pretty monkeys.
I am heading down the tunnel.
All right. You start climbing down.
I begrudgingly. He
It,
goes.
it
I go.
smells musty down there as you climb.
So.
Smells like champ. Gotcha.
Oi, bruv!
Oh.
The climb down seems pretty simple. Just a very simple climb down, just lengthy. As you climb down 200 feet of direct ladder climbing, yeah, and
Wait,
it opens up down
according
at
to
the
my math,
bottom. Huh?
what? According to my math, it would have been 25 feet.
Well, if you're counting 1, 2, I was waiting till you got to 20. Stopped. It's 200 feet down.
Oh crap!
So
All right.
for every count is 10 feet.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yes.
My apologies.
You get down to the bottom, and it opens up, and then to a small little section. The glow stick is on the floor. The floor itself just is, it's stone-ish. As you started to climb down, it started getting less and less metal made and more carved into stone as it transitions at the very last 20 feet or so from metal cylinder system to stone and no LED
So
strips. That's why it was
there's
kind of
180
dark
feet
down.
of ship, and
No,
then
it's not ship.
so somebody built a tube
Yes,
under this broken
yes,
ship.
correct. Not made of the same material. Straight down. This all looks like as soon as you start to get past, you see how it's welded in place, and it's just somebody put this here.
Oh, we're screwed. All right, let's go anyways.
You get down to the stone chassis, stone base, and you see a
David.
iron a door that's got the like a hatch. That's the word for it. You see an iron hatch that's been embedded into the stone walling and a metal outframe on in both directions. There's one in front of you, one behind you, and then to your left and your right are the two climb rungs that go up.
Portal left, portal right, ladder going up in a square. Fuck. Pardon my French.
It smells very dank down here because the air that only gets in here comes from above. Those hatches are actually, you have to unscrew them, much like a naval door.
Sorry, I had beans for dinner last night.
Well, at least I don't
Better
smell like this all the
not.
time.
Better
I'm
not
gonna
right
pick up the
now.
glow stick from the ground, and I'm gonna go over to the left door, and I'm gonna examine it.
Okay.
Is there any symbols or?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna open up this door here.
Okay.
I need an athletics check for it.
GM, do we have an updated map?
When you get to a map, you will. Right now, it's all
Okay.
imagination.
Understood.
It takes
Got
you a
another
minute.
14.
It takes you a minute, and then you start powering through whatever it was that was keeping it held, as if because it was stiff, and the whole thing you're turning, you find break holes through it, and you open it, and you hear it almost as a waft of sewage air comes in, and you are greeted with an entire sewage system. Underground sewage, what would belong to a city, and it is not lit at all. It's got your stone rungs with
Wonderful.
sewage going through it. It's heading north to south, which would mean that wherever this goes, it goes out and underneath your ship somewhere and goes north, leading from the city.
I closed the door.
All right.
Lock it back up.
Okay.
All right. I'll
wow.
pick the next door. I'll try for the next door.
All right. Roll an athletics to open up the other door.
Nope.
With a little, you only need a 4 to succeed. With a little bit of struggle, you unlatch it and starts giving real easy compared to the other door. You open it up, and it opens up into what looks like an empty room. It's empty. However, whatever was here is gone now. You could see left behind trails of poster that might have been on the wall sometime, where a desk might have been, like outlines of furniture and stuff. Nothing was left in this room. The room looks stone cut, and has a ventilation duct that probably it comes from above somewhere, and
It doesn't smell though.
yeah, it doesn't smell in here. It's just whatever was here is gone now. And just the outline of what would have been furniture or some items that had to have been there forever to have collected the dust in a dustless almost room.
Okay.
Someone's been here until recently, is what you're saying.
Yeah. That's
Someone
what I
who's been there for a long time and has left recently.
Why does everybody always gotta leave recently? Man.
Well, you don't know how recent is. It's just they had to have been there long enough to have left a stain that you all are able to find that time had not eroded yet.
Gotcha.
There better
In the
not be a
room?
third me walking around here.
In the room, there's one socket, it looks like, the ventilation, and other than some dust, there's nothing. Roll me a notice check, Mary. Mary, I need a notice check. Meanwhile, what else are you all
Yeah.
gonna do?
Well, we're screwed no matter what we do. So since I don't really want to go and deal with like sewer smell, so yeah.
I was gonna go back up.
Yeah, so I'm going back up because I don't want to deal with sewer smell.
Well, you still have to roll a notice check first.
Well, yeah, I still
I
need you to
do?
roll yes, roll a
Yes.
notice check.
All
You're the one who opened the
right.
door. I need a notice check. And aside from that, out of all of you, the person who would have the least bit of problem would be the swamp lizard, which would have been you, considering sewages smell very close and kin to some of the sewage.
Oh, I definitely
and
fell
swamps.
in. I don't see shit.
Yeah, you don't see shit. The person who would have the most trouble going through the sewage is Ty's character and technicality.
Kelly.
Yes. Kelly would have the most difficulty dealing with sewage. Everybody else, it's like, okay, unpleasant roses. And yeah. That would akin your guys more saurians to crocodilian or alligator versus actual lizard.
Yeah.
So raw and decaying food is more your cup of tea.
Raw decaying food is one, but rotten poop is
Oh, yeah,
quite a
no.
bit of a different.
Correct. I was saying it's like for your type, you have three different types of lizards, saurians here. So, anyways. So you all climb back up?
Yeah.
Very well. All right, climb back up. No sewage hopping today. All right, you make your way back up the ladder, and you're back upstairs. What now? Guy, if you said something, your thing lit up, but I didn't hear a thing.
I'm eating. Oh, it caught that.
Tracking.
So someone was surviving down there for quite some time.
Yep.
Recently left.
Oh, we don't
I
know
wonder
how
if-
recently.
Correct. You're unable to figure out how recently.
The dust debris did not give us any idea. Like, is it months, years, or days?
Considering it's a very isolated room, if you were to tack the fact on, there's no airflow. None of you have that kind of forensic expertise to be able to ascertain that.
Would that be survival?
Uh, survival versus forensic experts. I'm trying to tell you, as a DM, you're unable to get that. You're unable to ascertain that. Hermetically sealed doors with one set of ventilation. I could explain it all day long. You could sit down there and try to do some research and try to figure that out and take your time with academics. But just glint off the top of your head, no, uncertain. I would allow you to sit there for a few days if you wanted to try to do some kind of
Jim
investigation.
says no. I got it.
Yes, with your limited amount of time you're staying there to investigate, yeah, and the answer is unable to.
Check.
So you all make it back upstairs and you're back in the room. What now?
Well, I'm gonna go through all these books and that again to see if anything catches my eye or triggers a memory or.
There's a lot of interesting books here. One is the story of Alexander the Great. Another one talks about Vlad Tepes, and these are all like historical figure books of varying amounts. There's also very religious books, and they're all open to different pages and of key characters and all sorts of stuff. Roll me a notice check, Shin. You were up there for a while. David. Dave. Blacktooth. Devad.
Notice, you said?
Notice. Notice me something. All right. You see up underneath what's this timing device over here with buttons as such, a vent in and of it that goes forward and down like a vent, and you can see in there that it's an air vent on the floor. Most of the air vents are up above. This looked out of place and different.
Can I determine whether it was added in, along with this porthole to the basement?
Yes, with a little bit of knowledge of downstairs and upstairs, you're able to see that there's just a slight difference in the metal basing that the contraption is sitting upon, the box contraption is sitting on, that is covering the fact that it's an airflow vent to southward. So yeah, it's a facade furniture with a hole. You could probably remove the microwave. I'm sorry, the contraption that it's sitting on. The contraption, I should say the contraption sitting on a base, and I slipped. The microwave is sitting on a base. The
All right,
microwave.
I'm gonna take the microwave off the microwave stand.
Yes, thank you. I was waiting for someone to put together. It's a fucking microwave the last time, but yeah, it's a microwave and it's got a microwave stand. And you look at you pick it off and you move it, and you see that there's a silent fan system that's pulling air up and out. And then when you move the base off of it, it disconnects and it slides up off, and you can see a filtration system that's cycling the air to down below. When you move the filtration system out of the way, you just see a hole straight down. Or I should say tubing, ventilation tubing. As for the books, there's a lot of them. Again, it ranges all over the place.
Well, if nothing else, I'm going to take these books back with us, so something to read at least on our way to places.
All right, so you won't take a 14-pound book, but you'll take 14 1-pound books. Got it.
Yes.
I'm giving you a shit. I'm laughing
Do
about
any
it.
of these books
some of
feel
them.
like
I'll take
like
some of them.
unusually weighted? Like
No,
they're made of lead,
they're
or-
just old, and I mean old in the fact of they're actual books instead of everything you've run across, which are like data slips, data pads, electronic notes. These are hand printed, or not hand print, but they are printed books, and they look like they were printed very long ago. In fact, they're first prints of all these books. Every single one of these books is first print.
So these things are fucking old.
Yeah.
So they're worth some money.
if that's a thing.
We're also
Well,
going to
and
take the 14-pound book too.
So you're
Oh,
gonna
I
go
would
back
take
and
the
get the 14-pound book. All right, so you
gonna
got
take all
what,
four
28
books.
pounds of books?
Yep.
Got it.
Load them into the warmer. Noticing my body by the door when I go get the 14-pound book.
Staring at you when you go in the door.
You realize that all these smaller books and the actual hefty book. That's gonna be some reading for us.
All right, so
Ooh.
in total, because I had to make sure I put them out. Yeah, I did. Okay, there are a total of 21 books and one notebook, and the rest of these are pages of scribblings and writings and unfinished thought on books that they had opened to different things, and whatever it is, they were trying to garner ideas and thoughts.
I want to take a look at that notebook you said was there.
You find a notebook. It is in an undiscernible language.
Oh. Well, it's not my notebook then.
No.
It's
Not ours.
Yes. Undiscernible. Very, very ornate script. Whatever it is.
Well, we'll have Axel translate what this
Yep.
thing is.
I think I agree with that one. I think I agree with Axel Translate.
Well, load up the books
I'll help carry.
into the warmer. Anything else in this ship that we could use?
So far, I still think it's kind of unique that the little round disc was still here. Of all objects, the little round metallic disc was still here.
A round disc.
I got rid of it
Oh, you did?
just now. Talk
Oh.
about the disc that was in the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were markers.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I'm just gonna go after we load up the books and that. What's in here? Sleeping bags.
The stench of dead bodies that you all left behind and all that kind of stuff still. And yeah, you've scavenged the hell out of this room.
I'll go back down, check out this room again. Anything changed in this room?
Dad, are you gonna get out of my way?
Nothing's changed in this room. It's still just bodies that are skeletal and just laying there.
I have to ask, are they all humanoid or kind of mixed? Like different races?
It's Solarian, yeah, humanoid.
Potentially, 6 more of me apparently were here. Gonna come down here. I, for some reason, have never been into these rooms.
This was the decaying organic food tables.
Oh, this is the cafeteria.
Yeah, with fresh decaying organs and food and a buffet
Fresh
setting.
decaying.
Yeah, well, back then it was fresh and decaying. Now it's just decaying. Like someone served up decaying food to
Can you
begin with.
figure out where the food came from?
Right here is this is a distribution thing right up to this, but it's a broken replicator,
Ah,
and this is just a trough where people could go get more.
ah.
The other side of it is a dishwashing machine to clean utensils.
I don't think there's
What
anything. What are these down here?
refrigerators.
Have they been opened?
Yes, you all went through them last time. There was until you all turned off the power to this place. One of the levers when you flipped down, one was the power. So when you open, if you would like to open up the fridge that's been turned off.
No, thank you.
It was full of rotting stuff before, so it'll be extra fresh now.
Frozen rotten stuff. Bathroom.
This door is closed, so guys. Oh, never mind.
The bathroom.
Bathroom. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. For some reason, I have not explored this side of the map. Everything's black.
Oh.
I don't know why.
You were busy doing other things.
This is true.
And this is where they got fuel and all that. So this room's empty, probably.
No. You all. What did you all take out of here? These things were untouched down at the bottom. I don't remember what you all took out of here. These right here would require removing of the panels, or you would have to take these out in a different direction. They're too large to take out the door. Same with these.
They took stuff out of here.
they took all the systems, the
Oh.
that this thing functioned. Oh yeah, no. I'm thinking of a whole different thing. No, yeah, you all dismantled it all. Never mind. It's all gone. The only thing left is these things right here. Everything is gone. Took me a second. Yeah, you all dismantled
And what are
everything
these?
except for these. Green goo that no one wants to get close enough to is dripping from these canisters.
I try to figure out what it is.
We'll start with common knowledge to see if we can get you going somewhere.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, your first assessment is you think it's hazardous.
Oh.
Just by
Hazardous,
how
yeah,
it's
dripping.
yeah, you start seeing like corrosion marks near and around where the spillage is.
Oh.
Yeah, not worth it.
Ah.
Oh, I come
Sure.
back to Champ and be like, yeah, I think just those engines that we had the fuel thing, fire going for them.
Yeah, that's the water system that they stole.
Champ, you want to help me disassemble those rocket engines and load them up?
No, you've already done that.
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
forgot.
talking about the ones that we had down here.
Oh, yes.
Those ones.
Oh. Of course, Kelly. Not a problem.
All right. So you guys go to dismantling and making it easy, and you all loot this place
I'm
dry. That's what I'm assuming
Yeah.
of the things that you're saying you're looting it for. Champ's breaking pieces instead. He almost broke a
Stop,
piece
stop,
when he tried
stop,
to
stop.
roll your repair check.
Oh, I did a. That was a good.
Electronics,
Like this.
like that. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't bend that way.
Dear.
All right. After a little bit of back and forth, you all undo the jury rig device, and it takes 3 of you to lift that thing all the way to the front, and then lift the other one. And while you're getting the body out and the books out, and you bring everything up to the surface. All right.
People will notice that I'm kind of staying away from that body.
Puts the body in the back of the ship.
I kind of like take Kelly off to the side and whisper to her, and I'm like, Kelly, I know David's fondling with that body has got you a little shaken up. If you need anything, not that I want you to ask for help, but if you truly do need help with anything, I could attempt to assist. Of course, stabbing is off the list, though.
Did you say stabbing is off the list?
Yes, stabbing. I'm not
Oh,
wanting
good.
to
I
kill
shoot
David.
you.
You sound very robotic.
I'd shoot him.
AKA nothing that actually remotely resembles harmful behavior.
No, I'm alone with Kelly right now. Are you?
Try to butt into your conversation.
Yeah.
She's always
The,
right there. That's her
she's all
secret
yeah,
ability. She can
secret
always
ability.
teleport into private conversations.
Okay, Deadpool, calm down.
Oh.
Let's not get on that.
Really?
Let's not get on that. It's proximity. Okay. For some reason, was it just me, or did he sound a little bit robotic just then talking a few moments ago?
Who, me?
Tim. Yeah.
It's my headset.
Sounded
Chill.
fine to me.
Okay, I'm making sure it's not me.
No.
I had to reload. I had
Checking.
to reload my whole entire thing because I was frozen. So.
All right. So you guys finished packing everything up. Whatever's going on over the city, they're still celebrating it.
Yeah, okay.
You see other ships coming from different directions, flying in to the city from all different different directions. Whatever it is, the party is getting bigger by the minute. There's haphazard looking ones that you're accustomed to seeing on the patrols with what you so call orc flying in ships running around. And then you see these elegant ones that are flying by. They look kind of more of a boat than a hover car, like some design. And it's got people on it that look very pristine and chiseled and feminine in features. And you see other ships that are very boxy and robust, and they've got stocky looking people on it that have like, you could almost think you could smell it from here. People have been so labored in their work that they smell of their work's labor.
Okay.
You can
With
see
long
that how
flowing
they
beards.
smell.
You can see how you see by how these people are dressed and mannerisms that you could almost smell them at a distance.
Ew.
The best way I could put it is these people are flying in these monstrosities that are very logically built blocks. Some of them are floating. They're very ornate, and they've got full heads of beard, full face of beards, all of it. One would almost think they were dwarves.
I have to step away for just a minute, back in a couple.
Okay.
And like I said, you see 3 distinct types of vessels. None of them, like, other than the very ornate one, that all very similar and very societally driven, similar. The other ones look very well crafted and engineered. Both of them have people that are just out in the open cockpits flying type thing. That's why you're able to see them. Just like sometimes open top of a convertible type thing.
Okay.
Type ships that are flying in. And then you see ragtag looking ones that are just like jalopies that you have no idea how they're machined together, but it's plate on top of plate, half stitched together. And you see orcs flying in on them. So whatever's going on in this city, all 3 of them are coming in, and more fireworks are going off from all day. This is happening.
Okay.
Well, I think we should drop this stuff off and head to the city because it seems like there's a party going on.
I agree. So, off to the city we go.
A party? Oh dear, I haven't been to a party since... I don't think I've ever been to a party. What is a party?
It's a Celebration.
Party.
A bunch of people meet up and just have a good time.
Oh, splendid.
You make your way back to the ship with all of your items. It's about midday,
City.
and you all start to get ready to go to the direction of the city. And you hear a knocking on you on the chassis of your ship.
Who goes there?
Well,
I get
whoever
ready
it is,
for a
they're
fight.
banging on the outside of your ship. They're like dung 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 dung, dung 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 dung. They don't
Axel, who's
know.
up the outside of the ship?
Oh well, I there's someone knocking.
I'm back.
It seems like a bigger fella, a littler fella, and a feminine looking fella. They're knocking on your ship. I think they're trying to get your attention.
Sorry,
Who wants to go
What did I
into the
miss?
door?
I will.
We have somebody knocking on our ship.
I'll go answer the door.
I'm ready for a fight.
Okay.
Heading off in
You
the
better
back.
follow right with me.
You go out of you go to down and out of your ship, and they're over there knocking on like the front of your ship or something like that, trying to get your attention with a stick. Big old green guy is. There's one feminine looking person that's over there digging in their nails with some kind of dagger or something, just cleaning them. The world seems to be
Oh, sounds
difficult for her to put up with,
like
as if everything that she is doing is more important than where she is at this very moment. There's another guy that's just standing there. He's thinking to himself, and he's like droning on. Well, if I went like this, it sounds like he's having a conversation with himself more than anything else, and he's off another land. They're not speaking any language you know. Then you have the green one that steps forward and he's like, "Oi, y'all coming to a celebration, right?" Speaking a bastardization of whatever Saurian plus English intermixed. I would call it Soloringish. You know, it's like Spanglish or Japanglish. It's a butchering of two
or
languages.
actualish.
So I'll call it
Galactius.
sororious.
So is he speaking perfect Axel
Yep.
language?
There you go.
Y'all coming to the celebration, right? Don't mind these two. They get off in their own little worlds. You're invited.
Oh, thank you. We were gonna head over there shortly to see what was going on. What are we
Yeah.
celebrating?
It's the celebration. That's what we're celebrating. Celebration. It's the celebration. We do this all once annually.
It's a celebration just to celebrate.
No. It's the celebration.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
feeling we're gonna be thrown into a fighting pit.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
a fighting pit, but you're welcome to join some of them. No, this is the celebration.
Oh, we'll be on our way in a few minutes. We got a couple of things we need to wrap up here, and we'll head over there. Thank you for the invite.
You got 30 minutes to be in the city. You don't want to be outside of the celebration. Trust me. Seen it happen. You want to be in the city when the celebration kicks off.
Why?
You can find out on your own. We're on the way in. You can hitch a ride with us, or you can stay behind.
Can you give us a few minutes?
You got 30, like I said, and then we gotta go.
And where is? Do you have a ship?
Yeah, and he points over over yonder, and you see an open-bedded ship that's ragtag together. You see a few other of the squatter-looking ones, and some of the thinner, feminine-looking ones, and
No,
some
no,
orcs
I mean
all
like
together in a
this
bus.
ship, and I point to the large ship that we're on. Do you have a
What?
ship like this on the planet?
What do you mean? There's ships everywhere.
Yes, I mean one that is functional, that can leave the
Mm.
planet.
Sure, if you could get a lot of these ships could do that. The problem is that you're charting nav waters, and the problem with that is you don't know where you're going. You can't get there. I mean, yeah, you can manually go there if that's what you're going to do. You like walking. Um, y'all coming?
So, you seem to not be understanding what I'm saying. Is it
Yeah,
safe for this ship to be here if we leave and go to the celebration?
Oh yeah, nobody cares about that. The problem is that when you can walk and talk, you want to be at the celebration. Sorry, I'm coughing for voice. Look, we're on our way. We got to get going here soon. Takes about a little bit to get there. We want to be inside the celebration before the celebration kicks off. You can stay here if you want. None of us are going to. Good luck with that. But we'll wait here. We're waiting for one other anyway. So I just wouldn't be outside of the city limits during the celebration. In whatever form, yeah.
we
Why
lock
is
our
that?
ship up.
I
Dude,
still don't understand. You're not answering the question.
Because I'm unable to. I am not going to take that chance. Nobody knows. We just know
Be in the
we
city.
don't know what happens.
Right.
If you're the smart one, stay here. We're gone. Other people have stayed before. We never see them again.
Okay, you gave us something to think about. We'll pop out in a couple minutes and let you know.
All right. Puts a big old green thing out of his mouth. It looks like it was living, whatever it is. And he pulls out something else that looks like it's wiggling. And he shoves it in there like it's some kind of addictive substance, and he starts sucking on it and walks off.
Yeah.
Spitting out every now and then some green
Bye.
saliva that the
Bye-bye.
thing.
I don't like it.
I'm hauling. I turn around and walk right back into the ship. I stop and I look and wait for you to walk in, and I close the fucking door.
Once we're all out of earshot, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
If I do remember correctly, he did say if we were smart, we would stay here. So we are intelligent, right? So we should stay here then.
Well, he said if we were smart, we would be in there.
No, he said the
know.
smart ones would stay behind and then he would never see them again.
Well, what's that tell you?
I don't want to
That's
go to the
that's kind
Kool-Aid
of
party.
scary.
I don't want to go to the Kool-Aid party.
I'm um
Feel like they're all scared of the man behind the curtain.
yeah, basically. That's kind of what I'm going with. That's my gut is telling me be more afraid of the man behind the curtain than I am of those that follow the curtain.
Axel comes over the system and he's like, don't mean to warn you, but there's a storm coming.
Question: Will
powerful?
the ship be okay through the storm?
I'll be fine, but it's a nano storm. Yeah, you might want to get out of it.
Well, see,
Nano?
there's an answer. Gee,
Well, it
Nano.
just came on the radar.
Would our
Uh,
pods
I-
provide sufficient
what?
shielding? Would our pods provide
I
sufficient
have
shielding?
no idea how to tell you this, but nanobots are like breathing, and I have no idea what kind of nanostorm it is. Think of
Yeah.
miniature robots that, depending on what kind of storm, it could be a flesh-eating nanostorm. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, let's go to the party.
Uh,
I don't want to deal with nanobots. I look over at Champ.
It's
all right,
not my
let's check out this
nanobots.
party.
I
But
swear.
while we're gone, Axel, can you take yourself and the ship up in the air above this nanostorm, and then come back and land once it
Sure.
passes?
You want me to fly to one of the unrestricted nav waypoints? I can do that. There's one in the city.
I was just
We can
thinking.
just fly to the city.
Yeah.
like the city is big enough where we could take our ship and land it inside of city limits.
Oh, there's a nav beacon. So you know, I can see 37 nav points that are registered. I am only able to go to those unless you find other locations, unless you want to manually drive.
Let's head to the city.
Very well.
Wait, everybody agree?
Might as well, I guess.
I just kind of shrug.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, and also
Hey.
next time, Axel, if somebody is approaching the ship, let us know.
I would have, but I couldn't. For some reason, I wasn't able to detect them.
Why? That's
They just
easy.
showed up on my radar the minute they were knocking.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
No, we're gonna have to do some work on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some work on our ship's sensors. If they're knocking on our literal front door, then our sensors of anything around
something's
us
wrong with our
are not
sensors.
working.
Or they have some masking ability.
I think that's a convenient excuse for clearly non-functioning acts. I think we might have to.
It's their fault, not my fault. What are you talking about? What did you think about that?
Axel, butt out.
Oh no, that was me.
Butt out, Axel.
I also got a question for you, Axel.
Oh, all right. Go.
Take us to the city. Oh
That's
wait, is it going to
nice.
cost us to land you at the city?
I was gonna say, wait a minute, how much is this gonna cost us for us to get from here to the city?
I don't think Axel would know that information.
Alright, curiosity killed the cat. I
Yeah,
opened the door up. Well, I'm
take us
gonna
to
walk
the city,
back.
I guess.
I'm gonna go back out and I'm gonna ask them politely.
Oh, they were already leaving.
Oh, they said they were
They
waiting.
said they were
someone
gonna
else.
wait a couple minutes,
Oh,
so I still have time. Um, what do you guys think about me going outside, asking them where exactly it is we're going to be putting our ship, and is it gonna cost us anything to be able to do it?
Yeah, sure. Ask them if there's any risks or cost involved in parking a ship this size in the city.
Yeah.
If they give you any
Alright.
vague non-answers,
Yeah.
shoot them in the head.
The vague non-answers are what concern me, and that's why I'm like, I'm not okay with that if I get vague non-answers.
I'd still like to know what we're celebrating.
Yeah, so would I.
Uh,
Ditto. I'm on board for that one too.
all right. So I take
Okay.
you go outside and you talk to him.
Yep.
All right. You go back outside, and he looks over from his little ship thingy and looks at you. And, y'all coming? We gotta get going.
Well, I have some questions for you.
All right, make it quick.
Is there space in the city for our ship? If so, is it going to cost us anything to park there? And is there going to be any hostile reasons why we should think about this?
About that time, the lady that was digging her thingy, and she goes, and she reaches down and into the guy's satchel and pulls out. Just gonna give him one of these and throws this creature in your direction, and she's like, "You might want to catch it. That's money." And it's this little creature thingy being launched at you. Do you catch it?
Nope.
Smacks you in the face. Do you pick it up?
Damn.
Scampers away.
Harley punts it.
Wow.
Roll me an athletics check to see if you can catch it before it scampers away.
Well, considering I didn't fucking catch it, so might as well try again.
All right, you barely catch its left leg, and you pull it, and it's like this little squiggly, bipedal, worm-looking, teethy thing.
What's
And
a ferret?
it's bipedal, meaning it's got no, and it little, like, take a T-Rex and squish it down.
Like a ferret.
And no, a ferret would walk on 4 legs. This is bipedal with 2 stubby looking legs and everything.
Okay. A ferret with no back legs.
It's a house gnome.
Yeah.
It like I said, imagine a T-Rex that's squished down. It's slimy-ish. You grab it and it's wiggling around, and it's like, you should find enough teeth to pay for your entrance. Just rip it out and give it in. And follow the auto nav. You'll be there's. I'm done with the
auto nav.
necessity.
We don't have auto nav.
She sits down and she just looks at the guy and says, "Punch it, let's go." And he looks at you like, boss lady, spits out, and it's like, have a good one. And he just starts to fly off as you're gibbering at him.
Well, fuck. All right. All right, guys. He's taking off. Well, he actually just left us. So I have this ugly, squishy thing. Let's
Yes, I
follow
could hear
him.
from here.
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
this
you
thing.
go inside and you tell them is what you're saying?
Yep.
And okay, there you go. She goes back inside the ship and she starts having a conversation.
This
Let's
thing.
go.
I don't know what it is. I don't want to hold it anymore. Somebody give me something to put it in. I'm about to puke.
Yeah, she was quite loud. We could hear her from here.
Yeah. I'll say. Well, I knew you were standing right there inside the door, so I knew I wasn't by myself. So, all right, you guys. What do you guys think?
Let's go. She said
We
that
might
should
as well
have enough
go.
teeth.
All right.
Axel, take us to that nav point.
All right, regressing the nav passport to the location.
Follow them.
It has been received, and they're sending us our code. It'll
Follow
take me
them,
3
Axel.
minutes to receive that code, and we can take off.
We literally can see them, Axel. Follow.
Got
he
it.
just looks at you.
We can see them. They're right in front of us. Follow.
Well, this
The
is our maiden flight, so let's hopefully we don't blow up.
the
Yeah.
current any nav system, when you look around, it says T-minus 3 minutes and counting before nav passport code is inferred.
Oh, right.
And what do you do with all that information? 259, 258, 257, 2 as it counts down.
I'm gonna walk out front and hit the manual drive and just go, okay, well, let's go.
Well, that's
Manual drive.
probably a code so we can land there so their weapons don't shoot us down.
Oh, okay. Begrudgingly, I drop my head and just sit there and go,
I got a question for Axel.
Yes.
I found me on the ship.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you found you on the ship. Is this a philosophical question?
Why was I on that ship?
Went
A
there?
duplicate body.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
But
Oh!
I reluctantly go over to it and I open up the bag. That is me.
Oh!
I look
I've left
over.
it really weird with its eyes wide open.
I look over at David and I'm like, "You bastard! You are fondling Kelly. Well, not Kelly, but also Kelly, an old Kelly, a shell of whatever."
How about you just? I go over to you and I just kind of close your mouth. No.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 1. And everyone
Axel didn't answer!
who isn't sitting juts backwards as the ship takes off forward and diagonal. He hasn't answered because you're all too busy dealing with a launch schedule. He hasn't had a chance to. And right now, you couldn't hear him if you wanted to, as the thrusters are kicking in and you all are feeling everything move forward at quite the
So we
speed.
need to work on insulation.
Yep.
Sounds like.
Insulation and
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. As if you're going such a short distance, yet it feels like you're in a space shuttle as you launch forward. And you are almost immediately stopped. And you're there.
I'm so tickled.
And everyone jerks forward. They're
I'm
surprised they
sitting
didn't
there.
go flying forward because of the laws of laws of physics. It seemed to defy. You felt
I was
yourself
sitting
lurch
in a driver's
backwards
seat.
and then
I'm
lurch forward, as if you almost got whiplash. And your ship has landed and you're at port. I'm sorry. What was that question?
why did we find my dead body there on the other ship?
Because you found your dead body there.
Why?
He probably doesn't know.
The blue circle is just going. It doesn't understand what you're asking.
Let me ask it a different way. Why would I find my body somewhere else?
Because it hasn't deteriorated.
But why would I find another body of me?
Because it hasn't decayed.
Why is there a second point blank period? How is there another?
There isn't. There's only one you.
Obviously not. We're staring at one.
I want to know how how I left that body and got into this body.
Yeah.
You died.
Oh, damn. Darn. Sorry, YouTube, Facebook. Foul language.
You got some people who are inside the front.
How do?
Oh, we'll table this for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go into the
I,
city.
I think we'll try to figure this one out later. Literally seeing one body, and we'll have to have a good conversation with Axel later.
All right. You feel not you hear knocking on the door. And what I mean by you hear knocking at the door is someone is literally saying knock, 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 knock.
Again.
Oh, answer the door.
Well, to answer the door, you all go and it lowers down. So it's not just like a hello thing. The whole thing goes down. The middle section where you're. Let me go back to her ship. But anyways,
can we
you get the point.
update what we're looking at?
I'm just going to activate this map so that we can
There we go.
utilize
Thank
it
you.
for right now.
Thank
What I'm
you.
saying is that this right here, it what it does is opens up and goes down, and that's how you get in and out of the ship. So it's up and in. You come on from underneath it. Just if you ever need to theater of the mind it.
It's like
Anyhow.
a ramp.
Well, yes. Yes. Opens up, thing goes down, go in, it comes up, you get out of the way, the thing closes. It's a double latch system just so you can get in and out of the ship from the middle of it.
Where was that you said?
You are greeted by 3 greenish burly
Things.
humanoids of sort. One's got a top hat on and a monocle on, and there's no glass in the monocle. And he's like, teeth.
Oh, here. I hand him the slimy, weird
Please remove
thing.
it from the purse. You
Ah.
only accept direct transitions. That'll be 10 teeth. Your ship is on the smaller size. It should have been parked in economy. You're parked in the wrong location. However, it's because there is no economy locations left. You are paying extra fee. You're required 10 teeth.
Fine.
You want me to do this?
Yes,
Mary?
please.
I'll
Please.
do it. I'll open up its mouth and pull 10 teeth out.
You grab it, you get a hold of it, and you feel, you like grab it. It feels like there's a like when your fingers touch the tooth, mostly teeth are slick, but when you go to grab it, it feels like you can get a grip, like there's like back anchors on the teeth, and it just pulls right out.
Like scales on a fish.
And you pulled it out, and it bleeds briefly, and you see it slowly already starting to grow back a tooth or something white underneath it.
Oh.
And you pull out 10.
Oh, this is so
The thing,
strong.
and it feels every one of it. So the poor little thing feels it.
Nope.
It has 8 up front, and it has 2 on the rear, and 2 behind each of it. So it had a total of 12. And you pulled out 10 of it.
Wholeheartedly, I am not looking anywhere near as soon as you did the first tooth. My back's the other direction.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm going to put this thing into my backpack after we hand him the 10 teeth.
I can't.
You pull it out one by one. He looks at the tooth. This should. And he puts it, and he pulls out a different one, and it's got it's got a mouth on the side of the stomach thing, and it's got nothing but gums, and he's shoving the tooth into it. And then he's like, "Oh, that's a big one. That one's worth 2 teeth."
Oh.
The fangs that you pulled out. So you pulled out 10 teeth, and 4 of them were worth 2.
No.
Oh,
He's like, just give me the 4 big ones and the 2 little ones, and that's perfect. And he shoves like 4 fangs on it, flips over, and he puts the 2 smaller ones in on the other side of this little creature.
I take the other teeth, and then I'm like seeing him how he kind of put the teeth back. I put the other ones back in where they were.
It doesn't.
Access granted. We're good.
He's like,
I'm
what are you doing? That's a toother. Toothers create teeth. At the speed at which you pull them out, it takes longer for them to get back. So think of it like teeth net return. What you do is you pull out 1, and you'll get 1 back in a day. But if you pull out 10, it'll be like 10 days before 1 tooth comes back.
Gotcha. Where do I get one of those ones then? Pointing to the one that he put the tooth.
Oh, this is the Toother Plus. The Toother Plus, I could sell you a Toother Plus. I got an extra right here. Pulls out a blank Toother.
How much is it?
Oh, tell you what, because I like you, and you already pulled out the teeth, and you didn't. You probably don't know this, but they only have a 24-hour life expectancy.
Ah.
So I'll give it to you for the rest of your teeth there. And the
right.
ones behind him chuckle. He's like, "That's a good deal for us, at least."
So far over and done with this.
You get the impression that it's probably cheaper elsewhere, but convenience.
Cheaper
Convenience
in
fee, yeah, I
another
know.
location. That was cute.
Yeah.
My gag. Blech.
We don't use any no net teeth policies in this city, by the way. So you're free reign to garner as much teeth as you need.
What is
The decay rate in the city of the teeth is about 24 hours. Highly invest that that we have a high teeth decay ratio in our economy. Be careful with your money.
I understood none of that. So hopefully somebody else did.
disgustingly as I am
I believe he
trying
might
to
be in
refrain-
England, is what he's trying to say.
refrain from puking.
Ah,
refrain from
gotcha.
barking. Sir, what is the name of this city, by the way?
Oh, we're the traditional one. Many orcs' cities are called something else, but we're the first. This is orcs.
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 Yes,
Nice name.
orcs.
Orcs.
With 2 K's and a Z, like a proper should.
ORCZ.
Or ORKKZ. Orcs.
I turned to Champ and whispered, they need to learn how to spell.
No, we kept it misspelled. We proved a point that you can be pointed
Oh, I
with
whispered that to Champ,
mispronunciation.
so
He still he heard you. I know you whispered it. I know you whispered it. But thank you. You look at him like, what? We can feel your voice.
But I'm not going to be shy about this, sir. I'm about to get sick.
yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be bailing somebody out of jail tonight.
Yep. More than likely.
We don't have jails.
Death or be dead.
Oh. It's cool. We're going to have to stop an execution then tonight.
I guess life is a jail.
Yeah.
Oh, there
I
he goes
like
again. The other orc's like,
I
there he
like
goes
him,
again.
and I point to the.
Dead or.
Well, thank you. I tried to show that I'm a little more sophisticated. I learned it from the DWs. Oh, they don't know what that joke is, sir.
Dumb with it.
The dwarves.
Ah.
Dwarves.
By the way,
Sir,
and he hands you a little circle device, and it's got on it there's little mushrooms pinging off of it, and as he holds it, like mushrooms grow up. There's 4 of them. And he's like, you might want to eat this. One each.
Why?
I'll take one and I'll eat one.
You eat it and you feel fine.
Why?
What does this do?
He's like, and he starts talking to you, and everybody else can't understand a word he's saying, but to you it's clear as day. He's like, and he tells you, it's like, it's translator.
Turned it's translating.
Okay,
Eat one.
fine. I'll grab one.
Thank you
I
again.
need it too.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's part of the parking fee. Just so you know, they only last 24 hours. You're gonna have to go buy another one. You could probably get about a pocket full of fungal translators. They it connects to the fungal network. Um, I'm not good in the sport tech. I can't explain it, but it helps. It helps. You eat one, and for 24 hours, you're able to connect to the fungal network, and it does fungal translations for you while you're within the vicinity of the city.
All right. Celebration is how long?
Oh, the celebration? 5 days.
The reason you invited us here?
Oh, we did the right. Ma'am, you misunderstand sort of invitation for survival. We were being pleasant because there's a storm out there. It happens all annually, and we're here for 5 days.
How long are we paid up for to park here?
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
It's a one and done fee. We
Gotcha.
took that out. There's no time delay. You can leave it here, and after a year, though, we will probably salvage it for port, but because people steal shit.
That's a year. Okay.
Yeah, because the sticker fades.
Yeah. Okay.
Naturally, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
I guess that means that, yeah, you're good to park here for a year. I should just start with that.
They've done on the conversation. Smart of you. I'm trying to get on this guy's good side.
I literally just look at you and I smile very politely and I'm going, mm-hmm.
And I
Can
will
we get away
roll a
from this?
charisma check if you need me
How
to.
fast can I get away from this current
Paramedic.
situation?
Sure. You could set your. You've been doing so. Go ahead and set. Do so.
Our ship is here.
Oh, I didn't do it. Shit.
He takes it nowhere. Then, at least you didn't crit fail.
Yep. Oh wait. Should I spin my Benny? My Benny?
Out of curiosity, hang on. Out of curiosity.
Well, no, there's no curiosity checks. He did that's. You can't make them reality.
What?
Oh. There you go.
Yeah. Apparently,
you don't have to worry about spending a Benny. It's been spent. Darn it!
Damn it!
Why is my thing not coming up? What happened to it?
Doing it myself. Quit? Come on.
Would you quit?
God damn it!
Quit! Hey. Oh.
Trying to make connections.
Well, your connections are not going very well. Now are they?
I've had to deal with lizard people for the last month and a half.
Well, well, then, now seem to be very wonderful. Why?
Lizard people and Axel.
Hmm.
and zombies
Yeah, you mean
and robots,
we
a
have some
demon
issues.
child, rat
You mean we
people,
have some issues communicating with that.
chupacabras, wolf changing things from pods, and a lot of other things. Mechs. Oh, those things came to greet you.
I
Yeah.
don't have. Oh, I thought I had charisma.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hmm.
I don't.
Oh, I turned to the orc guy. Is there any places
Damn it.
that we should explore or visit or hit up while we're in town?
Well, this is being the first day, the O day. So might want to go to the event hoster. We always have clueless individuals. By the way, you seem to be one of those human.
Saurian.
You do know you
Yes.
don't have to be here till day 4, right?
No, I didn't.
All right. Well, just so you know, welcome. Never
Eh.
seen one of you running around here early.
Hmm. That's,
Well,
that's a little
I was interested in
unnerving.
seeing this town, so
Well,
gives me
welcome
an
to the
excuse to
first
explore.
orcs and the only orcs that matter.
Art.
Cheers. Nothing like a small break.
All
An
right.
intermission, one would say.
So Green
As you all
Man greeted us.
as you all have finished your greetings and citations, he starts wandering over to the other people, collecting tickets and passing out teeth. There's a kiosk that he points you over to get some information on, and he says you might
And
want to go
approach.
meet in the center of the city by X time frame. And it sounds like it would probably be about the sundown is when you want to be there, is what he was saying. So you've got until sundown, and there's a kiosk he mentioned to go to, and you got a whole city. I know there's no actual map, but that's because you're new to the city. So we'll get there when your characters are able to navigate the place better.
Ooh.
And there it goes.
Do we see anything here that we recognize, like from the
Lost you.
ships, the zombies, anything like that?
There's
Anything that
a
looks familiar?
there is a vicambit of different ships. Some look
Oh,
No,
grotesque
not the
and
ships, not the ships.
oh
The zombies or things that we saw on the ships.
you're talking about actual populace that's walking after the
Yeah,
landing.
or the food or anything like that. Anything that we noticed that's similar to things that we found far.
You see 3 specific types of species that are walking in. Squat, muscular, beard-driven, dwarf-looking, talking like straight out of a stereotype. And then you have feminine, elven-looking, straight out of a stereotype, snooty, prudish walking ones, and greenish, straight out of a stereotype, orcish, cigar chewing, green types.
Okay,
At the
but
moment,
no zombies, no
correct.
fungal plant
That
things.
you only
That's
see those
specifically what
3.
I was asking about.
Exactly. That is it. You just see those 3 types coming from where you are. Everybody that's funneling in from this ship port. That is all you see. Up in the mass crowds, everything. if you were in Japan, you're filled with a bunch of Japanese people. You're unable to see any. There you don't see anybody else.
Yeah, you don't see me. The heck?
It did a reload, and her character is down there. So let me move those over. Anyways. Does that help? Welcome back.
Did it work? Green people are not my friend, even though I'm green.
Sounds like you're greenest on your shades of green.
Okay.
Eh,
Thank you for confirmation.
Is everybody else there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hi? Champ?
Okay.
Okay. You guys are standing there observing that there's just those three types from your angle of approach going in from the city port into the city, and what you see in front of you is literally just more of those types. What else? There's the kiosk, and then you all walking from the port into the city. So what?
Go to the kiosk.
We have to go like.
You walk over to the
input-
kiosk.
Do we have to go?
Yep.
Do anything with this kiosk?
You walk over to the kiosk. The kiosk looks pretty
Nothing.
weathered, and it's got what?
Oh. Can't hear you.
Cannot hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Hey, it's just a question about the discussion we had with the people that came to the ship before. Were they did they treat us differently from Kelly, the Saurians? Did they look at us any differently than they did to Kelly?
No. He was more intent on the conversation in front of him and the teeth collecting and moving on about his day.
No. I before like when they're like, "Hey, we're going to the celebration," in air quotes repeatedly.
If you're looking to
Maybe.
see if that they treated you separately, differently, and eyed you more concerningly or anything of that nature, no, it was a glass overview of how they treated you all as a whole. There was no distinguishing difference.
Okay.
The only thing that you've gotten a remiss on is the fact that what I had said during the conversation. Like, you shouldn't be here yet.
Yeah, you're supposed to like arrive on day 5 or something like that.
4, but yes.
4 or 5, sorry.
I don't know what the
So you walk up to the
purpose in
kiosk.
delaying is.
Harley, are you able to hear me?
Finally, yes. It clicked in. And now you're gone.
I am.
Never mind. There you are.
Yeah, I wasn't talking. Okay. You walk over to the kiosk and you see, and it says the and little characteristics, and then it goes quote and big old letters celebration on top of the kiosk. On the kiosk has got a try face, and then the front one is welcome to the celebration, and it's even got it in quotes. And down below it says day 1 persona, day 2 opposite, day 3 harvest, day 4 ascension, day 5 feast, day 6 it doesn't say anything for the name. And it has it says right now that we're right now on to that you're transitioning at sundown from day 1 to day 2. Like countdown, it's counting down to sundown. So right now it's on persona day. It hasn't hit O day that they're saying that you need to be here for.
Well, is there any give any description about what these days mean or what's involved or anything or
There's a little touch interfaces down below.
yeah, sure.
All right, you go over and you interact with the touch
Yeah,
interface, and it starts highlighting the scene. What do you highlight?
Well, whatever this persona day is.
You
Find out
click
what
on
we're on.
you click on
Yeah.
persona, and it opens it. It goes up. It's like the day to be your. It says the day to be yourself to the max. Introductions are a must. Be yourself. And underneath it says, "Would you like to register?"
There's no an option. Would you like to know more?
No, it says, "Would you like to register?" Yes or no?
No.
I'm befuddling.
Feel like that didn't answer anything.
Everybody, and
You hit no, and it goes back to the main menu, and then it says down below, "Please take our poll."
Sure where this poll is, but I don't want to be taking it.
I don't know as if we're gonna have.
I start looking around for a poll.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're not gonna have an option.
This is my pole arm, and I brought it with me.
Who wants to? I'm standing there, kind of scratching my head, looking at you guys. What the hell are you on?
Click on one of the other days. I feel so far like the answers aren't answers, and nothing is.
All right. Which one do you go to? Day 1,
Doesn't
2,
matter.
3, or 4?
Just
5.
hit it something at
All
random.
right. Roll a 6-sided.
I lost you guys.
Like random 6-sided.
6.
6.
The hell?
Okay, you get to the last one, and you click it, and all you see is like you see like a little chibi characters of each of the different types of like the orc, the elf, the dwarf, and they're all like waving goodbye.
Yep, that's what I expected. Just press some other button.
Fuck.
All right.
3.
It says you go to click on 3, and it says ad will commence in 3, 2, 1, and then an ad starts going off in some language about some mystery device, and you look up at the top, and it's got a countdown waiting for like 30 seconds of information that you can't even understand. Yeah. A commercial for a commercial on a kiosk. Commercialception.
Obnoxious, yes.
Commercialception. With that, after 30 seconds of what looks like someone spreading something buttery over top of a squiggling looking creature
Wow.
and enjoying it, and it's not even they're not even eating it, it's just like
All
smelling
right,
it.
next.
And then it throws it into a tub. And then the person's like,
on X marked spot, I'm about to get.
if the commercial wraps up with them running off into a battlefield, smelling like they smell and it's got like buzzing smells instead of like frivolous smells, and it left the laundry smelling
All right.
This thing
great.
makes no sense.
I was gonna say
You click on the one that you clicked on. Would you roll me a 1d4 so I know which one it was?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, who's hitting the random button?
You're the one who's had to
Oh.
sit through the commercial. Two. As it finally breaks, as it finally finishes, it says "Orky Fresh," and you click on it. It says opposite day. It brings it up. It's a day to break your rules and let others day. This is the day of opposites.
Is there a more information button?
It says, "Would you like to register? Yes or no?"
This thing is so.
I'm. All right. Anybody else in favor of beating the Tar Heels out of the kiosk?
Yeah. Are there? Is it like
I'm
smashed
about to
beer
punch
bottles
it.
on it? Or is there like a made by Axel logo anywhere?
No, there's no made by
beating-
Axel logo or anything.
I'm in favor of beating Tar Heels out of the
This is an Axel product, I'm sure.
kiosk.
Everything's an
Yeah,
Axel
made by
product.
Axel.
Find somebody that's just kind of walking by and ask, "Do you know what register means on this thing?"
The dwarf-ish looking guy walk by. He looks at you and he pushes up his glass. He's like, "Yeah, it means to take a poll. It lets you know who all's here. We did it on the way in. This is for those that have to do it manually. You might want to do that before you walk past the electric gate. You got to register. Last thing you want is like a bio meltdown and skin just goes everywhere. And it's a pretty sight, though. Let me regale you on. He just starts talking to you in depth about the rigor mortar.
I'm over there hitting the fucking register button.
I think this guy here will be more informational than that thing.
You click yes.
The register button.
You clicked yes, and it says, "How many are in your party?"
Are you fucking serious? Oh, I hate this thing already.
Does it mean how many are here, or how many are going into the city? The other two, I guess, can stay on the ship, right? I'm sure they'll be fine.
4.
Going into the city.
She clicks 4. Please list your bio codes, and four different thumbprint pads come up.
All right, hey, everybody, whatever form of a digit and whatnot you got for finger or thumbs, put them on screen.
I'm gonna put my thumb on one of them.
You put one on there.
I'll say almost
A
have
claw
to.
on one.
Yeah, you put what a claw or something,
Yeah.
or something that would
It's our
accrue to
version
a fingerprint of sort. In fact, when you go to put your thumbprint on there or fingerprint of sort, it kind of changes the size as it's scanning, and it realizes your thumbprint size, and so it narrows the box down as it's reading whatever finger you put on there.
or claw.
Or claw, exactly. You place yours on there. Let's see.
Now I'm really not liking this. Why not just stay on the ship?
Me either.
Once you did that,
I
once you did that, it says registered human 63 days until unactive.
No, that's for humans only. What about the rest of us?
Who all touched the pad?
Oh,
Every single one of us?
Oh, okay. Everybody says 63 days until unactive. Saurian. 63 days until unactive. Saurian.
All right.
And the
We're all
dwarf
registered.
listens and he's like, "Oh, if you want that fixed, you want to be a dwarf on 63 days, I can give you my address. I don't know why you're unregistered."
Yeah, that'd be much appreciated.
Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just come back over the celebration with us and just hang out, and we'll take care of that. We just gotta wait for your registry to unregister. Somebody gave you, I don't know, free trial or something.
I'm gonna break
What
the
are you
kiosk
talking
in
about?
about 2 seconds.
Registry of
63
what?
days to unregister.
You have 63 days until you become unregistered.
Unregistered. So we
Oh,
can
so
be
we would have to do it again.
here. We can be here for
It's
63
been
days.
65 days.
We can be here in the city for 62 days before we
I turn to
reach
him and
63.
I ask him, "What's this transcendence? This is our first time here, so explain to us what the celebration is all about and all that."
Oh, it's hold on. Hey, Gorg, come over here. You know about that stuff. And this guy comes waddling over, and he's got like neck beard and everything. Oh yeah, what do you want to do?
We're trying to figure out what this celebration's about.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. He pulls out a book. It's like, what do you want to know? I love this day. I've read about it. This is my jam. Just, what do you want to know?
Is this your first celebration?
No, I've been here every year.
Well then,
My favorite day. I celebrate it every day because I love it. Fascinating. I know everything there is to know that I could know about this day. I wish I could know more.
What the
How
computer
is
thing
it-
said over there about transcendence? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Ascension?
Yeah, ascension. Sorry.
Okay, so there's a lot of people know that it's 5 days, but it's really 6 technically because the days transition into a day. And the first day is all about us gathering. The storm comes in, and it's there, and you just can't go outside. We don't know what really happens outside. There's a lot of hypothetical speculation that you get eaten alive by the nanobots, or you transcend into a nanobot. My favorite is that fairies come and whisk you away into your ever happy ending. none of us really know. We just know that when you're out there, and for some reason, if you're sentient and you're outside the city's nav bubble, we just never see you again. There's no details what happened to you. Like, we have no clue. I've tried. Like, my one buddy who's just as passionate as me, he stayed behind. He tried to record it, and literally, he went from being there to blip, and nothing was recorded. He's just not there anymore. We would love to let you know. It's I was going. My buddy Charles right now, and he brings up his webcam. And you see this other George. Like, hey! And he's like, he's waiting because he's going to see if he can survive it this time too. We're going to do this every year, and I'm the collector of this knowledge and the celebration day. And yeah,
can I borrow your book?
My book, my datapad book thing. Yeah, here you go. But and he starts dying. You notice it's on a chain attached to his side. He's like, it's kind of attached.
Okay.
But so to answer your question, so there's Persona Day. It's where we get to be us in a togetherness. Almost all the other days, so you can't get us next to an orc or an elf. That's why Opposite Day kicks everything off. We're here, we arrive, we put up with each other's nonsense. In the showdown, in the sundown, we become opposite. Meaning, I can act like an orc or an elf and not have a problem, let my hair down. Well, I ain't getting rid of my hair. I still me, but it's just a way for us to not be us so we can put up with each other. We pretend to understand each other through each other's eyes for a day. And then after that day gets done, we fight each other sort of. And what I mean is like we all go our different ways and of mingling with each other. We go to our own sections of the city because there's a section for everyone. And there's your human. Usually, you all don't even show up till the fourth day, so we haven't figured that one out. But yeah, everybody goes off to their section and they go be the best they can for Harvest Day. And then at the end of that, you have Ascension Day, where the best of the best get selected.
Harvest Day.
And then they go off. And then we have the day of the feast.
Harvest Day?
Yeah, it's where we harvest each other. I don't mean like harvest each other. I mean, we try to find the best of each other. Many people do it differently. I'm part of the knowledge dwarves, and so I have to know more and show that I know more on a knowledge scale more than other dwarves that know more, so that if I am dwarf know-it-all, I get chosen to the dwarf knowledge section, and I'm top dog this year. Bart last year beat me up, but this year I know more than Bart because Bart went last year.
Where do they go?
Well, that's the day of Ascension. The humans come down, and all the good ones, that won gold medal recipients, if you have to, they go off with them, and then with the humans, or they look like humans. They're synthoid-ish too. They can explain it better. They get here, they do this whole thing, and then they do it better. I leave it to them. They explain who they are, and it's a whole thing. Dude, this one year, and he just
all right, little man, you're about to piss me off. All right, I'm walk away. I'm done. I'm not listening to you anymore. Goodbye. Oh,
And then the last
man.
day is the feast. It's where we pretty much everybody's left behind. We feast. Sometimes some of us dwarves get lucky with some of the elves.
Sorry, some of you dwarves get what with the elves?
Yeah,
Lucky.
I'm
Opposite day is such a great day, and the challenge days you get to really know sometimes
I give him back.
each other.
Here's your
but-
book. Go away.
Well, so most of us dwarves were just males. I mean, there's a few female dwarves. It's like 98% guys doing guy things all the time, all year round. We just, yeah, we muscle out, we nerd out, we just dwarf it out. The elves, they kind of, it's like 98% females. They do their thing, we do our thing.
Do you have a map of this, where things are, and
Well, it's self-explanatory. There's arrows in the street. You want to go somewhere, you put it in the other side of the kiosk, and you literally it shows you an arrow of where to go. You look at the other side of the tree, the tree thing, and it says destination. Please input. Requirement. Requirement. Destination equal, and it says destination will equal how many ads you will have to watch to receive your direction.
I'm gonna break it. Who else in favor of me breaking the kiosk? And or I'm gonna punch the nice little well,
I'm
Afraid
saying
if you
kind
instead
of
of
annoying
breaking
me.
it,
It'll
we
make
can
you watch
hack it
ads.
and
Pay for it.
I'm more for the
so we
hacking
can
as well.
there's actually
yes.
be like a skip button or a fast forward button on it.
Agreed.
I'm a oh, I have really big concerns. I'm gonna be like, thank you for the information. This clears up a lot of things.
All right,
like,
well,
I-
hey, here's my card. And he hands you a metal sheet, and it's just got some braille on it. He's like, you'll need this. Your auto nav might be able. If you ever want to come visit the real dwarves, us.
All right,
We're
thank
better
you.
than these guys. Just come visit us. Get to know
Yeah.
us. We'd love to get to know you
Thank you.
too.
I'm about to punch you, little man. I'm gonna drop kick you.
And he wanders off. And then the other dwarf's like, oh, well, you want to talk about the mortuary stuff?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Hey, Berg, wait up!
Ah!
And he goes off on information, and they're talking back and forth.
Yeah, I forgot something back on the ship. Can you guys come help me?
Yeah, I'm kind of. Oh, I think I might want to go join you on that one. I think little man just pissed me off, and this kiosk really pissed me off.
Basically, we can't whisper out here because the fungus things translate to everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like can't even bother whisper. But if we go to the ship,
In the
it
ship,
should be
we can actually talk.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna break a kiosk in a minute.
You go
The guy
back to
answered
the
a lot of
ship.
things, but not answered a lot of things.
Frosted pumpkins. Oh, they're oh.
Y'all end up back in the
Mary's
ship.
not happy right now.
Y'all are
Sorry,
back in the
I
ship
gotta
at the
be right
moment.
back.
You're good. Y'all are back in the
Got
ship
it.
at the moment, and you've raised the thing up. You're earshot.
I was gonna say, once we are in the ship, we are speak freely. We are in the confinement of our own space.
Yes. All right.
I'm gonna break a fucking kiosk and drop kick a fucking dwarf. I don't know if I
So
want to
be ourselves, be our opposite.
Yeah. Be ourselves, be
The smartest
opposite.
leaves with humans, and then there's a party. I might have gotten the opposite and be yourselves one mix.
This thing tries to green screen my hat, so I'm gonna have to figure that out later.
I'm not okay with this place. I don't want to be here anymore.
I am actually kind of scared at the moment.
I want to stay on the ship.
Axel, can you connect to like the internet or anything around here?
Um,
And Axel,
yeah.
I'm in a foul mood. I'm in a bad mood, Axel.
What are you actually asking?
I'm trying to get a clear picture of what's actually happening with this holiday thing. Like,
what
does
actually
opposite
is
day
going on?
I have no database on this place or anything. The only thing I have in the
24
registry
hours.
is the I have the nav ports infrastructure. Like it tells me the poll data. It tells me what some small snippets on whoever. He tries to explain to you what you finally, after a little bit, grasp that the only thing he could do is tell you what the nav passport, when he connects to it,
Got it.
says as
Locationally.
a descriptor that somebody else left in there. So whatever it says that they wrote as a descriptor is the only information he gleans when he looks at a nav port direction. So it'd be like someone's home description of your hometown in a one sentence paragraph is what he's saying he can glean. And at that point, he says that currently the Navport database says now welcoming from Dorv, spelled DRUV-W, Vassal, VESEL,
Right. Got it.
and Orcs, ORKKZ, societies. It just says welcoming all of those three. And then it lists off some other things. One is listed in there, Humbleburg. One says, and they're all different cities. When you access them and when you ask Axel to access those locations, he says they're unlisted and unreachable. So I have no way to know where that place is on the map because they're blocked. Every time you try to for any of the other cities that it's listed that can come here, except one, and it's Humbleburg. The only one listed, and then he goes on to explain that currently the direction of the storm that's coming in, the only direction he could possibly fly to in time right now would be Humbleburg. And there's and Humbleburg in the nav system just says all are welcome, none are left behind.
Well, that sounds ominous as fuck.
Yep.
I think I'm just going to stay on the ship for the next 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
It's an
not
option.
okay with being here.
It is an option. It's a valid option. You have plenty of food. You're in a safe space. Safe ship space.
Yeah, if I don't know, if I have to go back outside of this ship and go find out what exactly is going to happen in the next 24 flippin' hours. I'm gonna be an angry person. I don't want to go out there if I know what's gonna happen in the next 24 hours. I'm gonna go hide in my room for a minute. I don't want to adult. Nope. But it.
No cesareaning today.
Nope. I'm gonna go sit in the cockpit and just. That's where I'm staying right now. Guys, what
I
do you
turn to
guys
Axel.
want
Can
to
you connect to
do?
anything else besides the nav ports
I'm
at the
sorry.
moment?
I couldn't hear you.
Can you connect? I'm asking Axel if he can connect to anything else besides the nav ports at the moment.
Oh, there's a kiosk.
Bah!
It does pre-registry. I could connect to it. Do you need a pre-register?
We already registered at it.
Everything beyond this area is blocked off from ships. I think they have what's known as a hacker wall, firewall. That's what it is. They have a firewall. We're not able to access anything beyond the kiosk from ships.
I'm gonna break a kiosk.
But I could access the kiosk, and maybe the kiosk might be might allow me to connect to their Orknet or whatever this is.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Okay. It is asking if I want to. It says it's going to cost a few
Kelly.
bit of your time.
Kelly.
No.
Kelly, can you help me refrain from wanting to walk out of the ship and grab a kiosk for somehow way it is stationed?
On your
Lift it
best
up
guess,
and
Axel, how
break it.
dangerous do you think? How much danger do you think we are in at the moment?
If we are not on this ship, Axel, do you presume if we are not on this ship, are we in danger?
In layman's terms, that's
Axel
too
has no
open-ended of a
clue.
question. Your probability of life outside the
Kelly.
ship will depend on where the ship is. Currently, it's safe. How far are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing?
Safe. We are safe in the ship. Yes.
At the moment, yeah.
How long before the storm is on us?
Sundown.
Nanobot storm. Is it going to affect you?
2.5 hours.
Axel, is the nanobot storm
Okay, so we
going
got.
to affect you?
How long would it take us to get from here to space?
If I have a nav direction, instant.
Anywhere but here.
Instant? Okay, so.
I don't have any nav
how about this,
directions,
guys?
though.
For the next 2 hours, we go to try to gather our information. After 2 hours, we meet back here.
Sounds good to me.
Ah! Sounds. Mm.
See if it's. I have a feeling that Solarians are in charge. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm
Because it sounds like they're kidnapping the
not.
smartest people here. Which, unfortunately, they don't seem to be that smart, in my opinion.
Oh dear sweet Kelly. Hmm.
Kind of hoping I'd find another Solarian like me out there that can tell me what the hell is going on.
As long as I don't have to talk to another dwarf, I might not punch anyone. And if I don't have to touch another kiosk in 2 hours, I'll bite my tongue and I will just stand guard and go with you. And I will smile and I will. Yeah, that's about it. That might be about all you're gonna get is I'm gonna smile and just walk behind you. Until we meet with someone that doesn't tell me to go push the kiosk.
All right. With that said, you have 2 hours before, yes, you would be here for the rest of the celebration. Also, to note, currently you only have one open nav direction that you could go to on planet Humbleburg. You also note that there are 2 nav ports off planet that require
Where we came from.
authorization that he could pick up. One of them is near the sun, like
Oh, it'd be warm.
orbiting it, and he relate and because I'm sure you're going to all ask us questions, and he says we are unable to go there without radiation, solar radiation shields, and heat dampeners.
Damn
Other
it.
than that, other than that, he has the codes to an authorization code to go there. He's whitelisted to go there. There's also
So,
another location
freeze?
that he is whitelisted to go to. And the
freeze?
problem is that what?
Or we burned to death.
Yeah, you would burn to death. Well, you would be irradiated to death before you were, which would burn you and cook you before you even had to deal with being burned to death.
Great.
So yes, you'd be irradiated before you were burnt physically. So yeah, you are whitelisted for 2 different locations off planet at the moment. One is the moon, named Heaven. One is a outpost circling the sun. And he tells you that the nav window is closed currently and he's unable to go towards Heaven for another 72 hours before it opens up.
Go to heaven, go to hell. Stay where we're
Go
at.
to heaven, go to the star. The hell is in a castle nearby. With that said, yes, you could go garner. You could go garner authorization. He tells you need either authorizations, you need to be whitelisted, you need a destination that you can be approved of, or you would be literally flying manually in whatever direction, unknowing where you're going, while traveling it at the speed of light. So if you know how to navigate at the speed of light manually in any direction, you're welcome to try.
Champ.
Or you could use your regular
Kelly.
thrusters. And if you use your
Chin.
regular thrusters, you would not be able to go faster than the storm. Because it's pretty much like a jet at max.
All right.
A slow jet. More like a
now
rotor plant.
DM,
Go ahead.
Shush.
So is this storm then a planetary thing, or is it a
Localized? When you ask him that, he says it is a very big localized storm. And it's moving northwestern.
But it's a planetary thing. It's not.
It's big enough for it to be the size of a Cat 3 hurricane.
Okay, but it's on the planet. It's not interstellar.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
It's planetary. Yes.
Kelly, Shin, Champ.
Yes.
What do you guys want to do? Given the information that the dwarf and I'm gonna break one if it's presented in front of me again, kiosk.
I think we still need some more information.
I agree. I kind of want to go and find someone else because the dwarf he irritated me, and he told me I had to go talk to the kiosk again. Nope. Let's go see if we can find.
Sorry, I'm curious. Did we determine what the whole unregistered after 63 days is supposed to mean?
No, we have not. And we are going to have to go and talk to somebody that is definitely more intelligent than the annoying flippin' dwarf was. So, the dwarf did politely. I did.
No one asked that question while you're away, by the way, or even came across that thought or processing to also answer your question, Shin.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were busy finding out other.
I answered it. We are going to have to go off the ship again. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I don't want to deal with dumb people and dumb kiosks. We're going to have to go find maybe a different race. Maybe the dwarf just was not my cup of tea for information. He did tell us that, there are different areas, and so maybe we'll wander over to another party spot and do so within very, very hour and 20 minutes that we can walk and get to. Because I agree, I would like to know what the whole 63-day registration thing was. And
Well, out of game, you got until the end of the game session to make your course decision.
oh,
So you got 45 minutes to figure out that 2-hour window. that you all are navigating right now.
I was polite. I dropped it to an hour and 20 minutes.
I
So
was
leave
just-
instructions with the other two that are on the ship to keep it locked down until we get back.
Who's going? Who's
Yeah.
staying?
I mean, if I am able to hack into these kiosks, I
I'm
should be one of the people
very,
that
very
goes.
willing to go off the ship with you. And considering,
I'm
you
suggesting that the
are more
person that we
welcome
just created, and then
from all the information.
You've got two
Well,
people on the
telling us
ship that could stay behind.
yeah, exactly.
Humans aren't due here for
There's
celebration
the
until
you have the Aquarian and you have the
3 days,
Rakashian
technically.
that are on the ship still. They can
Yeah.
they will be there.
You are
The
probably
Rakashian is
subject
still
to
healing a little bit because there was a lot of
some
wound
immunity.
damage. But we'll just say that.
I'll go with you.
So is everybody going?
Yes.
I guess so, yeah.
All right. Everybody's going. And the NPCs are babysitting.
If we come across a kiosk and I have to touch it or talk to it again, I might accidentally rage break it. Just telling you.
You all come across
Right
a chaos because you have to pass it to
fucking
go
break
out
it.
past it. You have to walk by it to get in. You're gonna walk past it. Now, you have so you can get mad at it as you walk by.
I'll
There's
politely walk by
Pretty sure,
that
Mary,
one.
if you break a kiosk, they're gonna make you watch ads at 0.0003 cents per ad to pay for it.
until you pay for $3,000 worth of
I
ads.
will politely walk by the kiosk that is outside of our ship, and I
Oh,
will.
Could you imagine the
I'm
reality of
I'm
that?
gonna put
You
somebody's
steal
gonna
from
be
a bank $1
between.
million, and so the bank
Someone is
returns
gonna
and
be
makes
between
you
me
watch $1
and
million
any
worth
kiosk.
of ads.
Someone's gonna be between me and any kiosk I see. I will politely put myself on the other side of them, so I'm not near it.
Yeah, it'll be what was that movie? Ready Player One?
Yes.
Fucking VR. Can't take the headset off.
Oh, very much so.
Oh,
Ready Player
no,
One.
they go no, it's archaic. It's more like Clockwork Orange.
Oh crap! I lost.
Weld your eyes open, nail you down, put eyedroppers
I
in,
don't know.
force you to watch it.
Okay. There it goes.
Okay, so you all wander past the kiosk. Champ, I'm assuming you're gonna sit at the kiosk for the next 2 hours, hacking away and trying to get data things. So give me 3 hacking.
I am going to assist him.
From that. Do the rest of you? Okay, you want to stay in a system, or do you all want to go out and stand for investigation for knowledge?
And
oh well.
What do you do for 2
probably.
hours to investigate? That's what I'm trying to ask you. He's hacking.
You help him sit there and.
I'm going to see if I can find another human.
The kiosk.
Walking around.
All right.
Then.
All right, and this one's a crit.
We're gonna do this a little quicker.
I didn't say what kind of crit.
That went.
All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this a little differently. So what I'm getting at is that you all are trying to ascertain. All right. So for a second there, give me a second. I'm going to ask you for how you want to throw your skill check into investigating these answers. And I'm going to, he's stepping at the terminal, he's hacking away for the next 2 hours to try to grab data. And what I will do is tell you what your results are from that at the end of this. And then we can play manipulation at the end.
All right.
What you're doing, Ty, you said, is you're trying to go find, you're trying to look and figure out what all kind of people are here because you're trying to find a human for the next 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was
you're going to be
saying,
hunting. You're going to
me
need
and
something in the way of an investigation or a notice check, and I'm going to need 3 of them. Okay.
same.
All
I'm
right.
with him
Eh,
because
And notice
What?
is
Yeah. Give me
right.
3 notices
my
or
temper,
something to that effect.
my
So
temper
2
is not going to allow me
to do
to.
much. And that's great. So what do you do with your 2 hours in a way of helping and contributing is the question. Are you looking for anything? Are you listening? Are you talking to people? What are you doing for those 2
One,
hours? Are you just giving him a helping hand and looking for humans as well?
2.
Well,
Well, if those two are going off looking, I guess I'll watch Champ's
3.
back while he's
who
hacking.
who are you
Make sure no one jumps
persuading?
him.
Who are you persuading and why?
No
I'm
one.
asking you what you're doing with your time. If you just walk around persuading people, what are you trying to do? Like, I need a little more depth and creativity in the directionality. Just saying you're
Kelly and
persuading doesn't help me.
Yet, listen, Kelly and I all went go find out more information about the whole 63 days, the whole
Granted,
what is exactly going to happen here in the next 24 hours.
okay, I'm trying to ask how you're ascertaining that knowledge, not the knowledge you're asking for. Meaning, are you going around asking every single person these questions, or are you trying to just look blindly for these answers? As opposed to, I know you are looking for those questions. I want to know how you're looking for those questions. One is hacking for data, the other's walking around looking for humans. How are you going about that? Are you going to the library to look for these answers? Are you asking random people? That's what I'm asking. What is the vehicle?
I'm persuasively
I've granted that.
engaging in some conversation.
All right. So you're being persuasive
Kelly.
will only let you either
With
deal with the person in the conversation. My question has less to do with the act of persuading and more with the act of how you're who you're talking to initially. Are you going up to random people and just persuading them? Because that's more like, hey, give me answers. That's intimidating. Are you going up to people and you're just, I don't need that side of the question. I'm asking you, are you going up to random strangers and asking these questions? I don't need your persuasive role yet. I need to know how you're going about this. Your persuasive role would be trying to con someone, trying to rip conversation out of someone as you're in the conversation already with them.
Oh.
Or manipulate them.
Yes. Understood. I will leave it in Ty's hands. That.
Well, do you want to help him and just throw a notice check 3 times? Or do you want to talk to random people these questions?
Ty.
And I can give you a result on how that is.
Kelly.
She's asking you, how can she help? Ty, Kelly.
Kelly,
Ty.
She could be asking if anybody has seen a human around here besides me.
And
there
then you can roll. There, that's a little bit better.
There we go.
Okay, so you run around asking, hey, have you seen a human? As he's trying to scan the crowd, you're standing out That's a little bit better. Now, your persuasive checks at that point is how well you would be, someone would want to interestingly engage with you because you're trying to use your persuasion to get people to talk to you. That's more apt to this. And the questions you're asking is, hey, have you seen a human? Makes more sense. So that's a 10, a 4, and a crit failure.
That's a.
I got you.
I am completely pissed off at the world with a failure, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I need to take a breath and not be so grr.
Pretty much. But
And
let me tell you what knowledge you ascertain after I get a few more rolls, because I'm trying to set the scene, and I need to get everyone's rolls, and I'll set the scene, and then tell me what you do with the scene. Shin, what are you doing now for those 2 hours that you want to invest 3 rolls in garnering? I know you said protecting, but are you doing anything else besides protecting?
Yeah, just watching out for anyone who's eyeing Champ while he's doing his thing. And not paying too much attention.
Roll 3 notice checks then. Too easy. Cats are playing with the dice behind me.
665.
Tracking. Okay. All right. So what happens with the hacking is you're able, you finally, after a little bit of success, you break into what you think is like a library of information, and you just start sliding information into the data banks to be downloaded into Axel, because you found a way to connect Axel and it'd be like if Axel hooked up to the internet and you're like, okay, there's too much information, I have no idea where I'm going, so you just start downloading websites into Axel is what you're doing, and you do a pretty good job of it. You get stores of knowledge that you'll have to discern later.
It's all adult content.
Some of it just says hub.
And it's all orcs.
Yeah, you got something called 2 orcs, 1 elf.
Oh no, you do not.
3 dwarves, 3 dwarves and a Solarian. You're not sure what it is, but you think it's neat. You just keep downloading it all. Unsure why there's so many how-to mating videos. The the notice checks, you see everything except for human. At first you're like, all you could see is a sea of green and occasionally an elf or a dwarf here and there. Eventually you start to be able to ascertain the more other than that, and off in the distance you see occasionally a saurian or something blue skinned, and they're just always off in the way distance going in a different direction, and you never seem to catch up. But there's other races you fail to find a single human. As for your persuasion checks, at first you succeed and people are talking to you. A lot of them are the dwarves talking to you. None of the orcs, they just laugh and they're like, figure it out yourself. All the elves, every time you try to talk to an elf, they just look at you like, well, if you knew the answer, you'd already know the answer. Wouldn't you? And they're all so stuck up and prudish and fancy, and it just that every elf acts as if it is beneath you every single breath you draw to talk to you. And by the end of it, you just get so frustrated that you want to literally knock in heads that you start to lose your cool in the end, and you just stomp off back to the ship. And you're unable to just before the 2 hours are off, you've had enough. And the only answer you could glean is humans are showing up on the 4th day. The only thing weird that you could gain is that you're unsure why there's no humans there the day before. And as for your notice checks on whether people are noticing, champ, yeah, people notice. They stare at you. They look at you. Some of them are like, "Oh yeah, it's cool." One of the dwarf actually walks over. He's like, "Hey, you need help hacking that? I know how to hack. I've been a really good hacker." You kind of like, away. We got this.
Move along, citizen.
I know what I'm doing. No, I can really help. I can see you pushing the and he tries to like helicopter bomb over you, but he's doing it wrong.
Oh, good grief! No helicoptering.
And that's what the dwarf is trying to do. And so you're dealing with
very slowly, but obviously start drawing.
You don't need to do that. I'm just, dude, you're doing it wrong. I can clearly see it from here. I could help him. And that's like, and then finally, I guess he gets tired of explaining this stuff. He's like, "Fine, I'm just trying to help," and he wanders off. 2 hours go by.
No one's concerned though that he's.
No, you're either supported, cheered, jeered, but no one stops you. No one. Some of them, they look at you like, what? Like you're pissing in the street. They're looking like the elves look at you like that. The orcs just look at you like, someone fucking with something. And the dwarves either helping you or looking at you like you're doing it wrong, or they move on.
Okay.
And the thing is that you notice nothing but those three types of species from your angle, from your location. You only see dwarves, elves, and orcs. Something to note, I may be calling them elves because that's what they look like. They're called Vessel, Vesel. It's just that everybody, because you can understand each other, other people are calling them elf in like a derogatory term, but they keep calling themselves Vessel.
Okay.
On a side note, you also, on your last notice check, you picked up another cultural interesting norm that whenever a dwarf starts rattling on and talking too long, somebody will upturn their nose or something. It's like you're, and they say you're just a DW, and they walk away. So you picked up two slang terms. People who are tired with a dwarf, they'll call them a DW, and people who are just frustrated at vessels will call them an elf. And that's it. All right, you all make it back to the ship. It's about 20 minutes till cutoff. What would you like to do at the moment? there's a lot of information that Champ has, and there's like some navigation system and stuff like that. It's too much to explain, but you have enough time to go hit random and go to random location, or go to Humbleburg, or stay here type situation.
Well, I know what the three of us did in the beginning of the campaign, and I vote that we hit the random button.
All right. Budget.
Well, I think I'm the only human in this town at the moment.
Yeah, I'm starting to think you are. And that kind of makes me kind of feel really uneasy for you. Like, I want to keep you safe.
All right, that's 2 votes for random.
Oh. I know, little one. Little cute little one.
Coconut sparkling water. My favorite.
Auntie Harley says hello.
So what questions do you have for me? Or what's your you have 23 minutes of real time to make these decisions before we hit the 8 o'clock. So I've got two steps for random, but you still all have plenty of game time, because what's going to happen is, depending on your decision, is how we're going to end game. Or I should say, when you commit to that decision is when we'll end game.
Well, for right now, we really can't go anyplace, because if we go to Humbleburg, they're going to ask for a port fee too, and we don't have it.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
all
agree
are
with the kid.
welcome, and it says port free. It says that port fee is free. Like, it will in the
Yeah, we're
navs,
definitely
it
not
tells
going
you the
there.
cost for that, and
Yeah.
it says the port cost for that location is free, no payment.
Yeah, we're definitely not going there.
Nah. All right. So
I am going to write that you all have an 11% chance on knowing information. This is my reward to you guys as a team. You can ask Axel for rudimentary knowledge with an 11% chance on this city and things that happen in this city from all of the stuff you've downloaded from the Orc City websites.
So everything he just
Well, let's go day by day and see if he can
downloaded.
figure out what it means.
Well, yeah, like he crammed it all in, and he kept downloading. Y'all are downloading stuff right now too. Like, it's not stopped. Like, he set it on it, so the minute you all go to leave, it's going to be downloading. Right now, the best way I could say is that if you ask Axel a question, he has an 11% chance
of
to
actually
give you a
understanding it.
answer.
Like an actual answer or a non-answer?
Yeah.
No, an answer, a rudimentary answer. Meaning,
So
make sure you phrase your answer so that he can give it to you as a yes, no, or maybe.
Kelly, you and
What?
I on our adventure. Maybe I was completely missing something. You and I, little adventure. We gathered that you're the only human. I want to keep you safe. And we're gonna begrudgingly
Well, what I
be
think
near this
I think I am safe.
kiosk until
But
He
the
is
thing is, I
done
think my race
downloading
kind of rules this world.
correct?
So I think I'm safe there. But I don't know what's going to happen if the other humans find out that another human is here. That's the part that's scaring me.
Kelly, can you just act like one of the rulers?
Frozen.
Think about what you just said. And then look at me.
Hear nothing, see nothing.
Well, I mean, it'd be a little difficult to pull off, but
I'm frozen! I can't hear anything!
you know, it could work.
Yeah, I don't think it'll work. Hello?
I
Hello?
get
I
it.
heard you.
Everybody's just like dead.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one that had that?
No, you were the only
Nope.
one that had that. You garbled out, and we could still hear you, and now we can hear you again. Ty and Champ were trying to figure out something about being rulers and stuff, and
Huh?
restart scene.
I think we'll be fine as long as we
Frozen
stay
again.
in on the ship.
Son of a fucking bitch. Pardon potty mouth.
I can't hear you over her.
I think we'll be fine as long as we stay in on the ship.
Computer.
Oh, we could try putting on this thing. I've read about it somewhere. Makeup.
Find some prosthetic ears and make her look like an elf.
Yes, precisely.
Just turn your nose up a little bit.
Come on.
Don't talk to anyone. That's all
I
you
think
need
I-
for the persona.
Are we gonna turn you into
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
a elf?
One of you who made that suggestion just now, roll me a notice check.
Do you
And Kelly, roll
suggestion for
me
prosthetic ears.
Wait a minute.
I'll roll
either
the
Shen
I'll roll the notice
or
check.
Champ. Roll a notice check for me.
You're rolling it next time.
Uh, good thing you got a 3 and +2. All right, and then I need a common knowledge from Kelly.
Wait, are we actually going to try to?
So here's what you've ascertained. Y'all are starting to talk about prosthetics and makeups and all this kind of stuff. And the first thing that everybody's like, they're pointing out different characteristics of an elf. And Kelly, you sit there and go, wait a minute. They're all the same. And then you realize that than every elf, and every elf is the same height by 6 inches. And they all
Yeah, I don't think
wear
that's gonna work.
sandals. Like ornate looking sandal things. And you can see their legs and
Shorter?
everything.
Shorter or taller?
Oh, Kelly is shorter than the average elf. And the average elf is all 6'2".
Well, so what?
And every dwarf, for that matter, is about 4'11", give or take gut size.
Rude.
Just being honest about the display. Every elf is trying to look. Something you realize is that every elf is trying to look like every other elf, and every dwarf is just every
there.
dwarf. One happens to look like everyone else. One's trying to look like everyone else. That's the difference.
Okay, so typical normal
Dwarves
fashion.
just happen to look the same. Elves are striving to look the same.
Okay, so he just happens to be from a different family line.
You haven't seen an elf without sandals and that was less than 6'2". None of them are wearing heels.
Can't hear you.
Okay, I'll let you all ascertain that knowledge.
What did you just say?
I said that they are all 6'2", wearing sandals and no heels. There hasn't been any difference of size in them.
Uh-huh.
Kelly's too short.
You froze. I made
The
a
gleam.
smart comment, and then I couldn't hear you.
Gotcha. I was just giving you the facts so that you characters can do that in game.
Okay.
Well, if you want to be an elf, you have to be a trendsetter.
Yep.
Wear long pants.
Short
Be
shit
nice
elf.
to people.
Heels.
Short shit elf. Coming up.
It'll throw their whole society into disarray.
Why not?
I think I'm just gonna stay on the ship
Yeah.
until after the go out for the party, but stay on the ship.
See, and
Champ,
okay.
you're going through the hacking data
That's
and you come up with something that talks about trend setting and trend setting in elf society.
All right, cool.
Vessel society.
Did we figure out, or did in what he downloaded give us any indication of what is going to be going on in the next 24 hours?
See, you're asking a broad question. You need to scope it down to something Axe can reply that is yes, no, maybe, and he has 11% chance to give you an answer. Like, is the weather on Saturdays always this? 11% chance. Yes. No. Rephrase your questioning in order to get your answers.
Kelly,
Is there gonna be a lot of physical fighting during this party?
Roll me 1d100. Or an 11 or lower.
Kelly, I was trying to find out, was I completely oblivious in our adventure going and talking to people?
I got a 10.
Yes!
So
Badass.
first off, she's trying to ask you
Good
if she
job.
was completely oblivious in what? What are you trying to ascertain from Kelly that you're oblivious about? And I'll give you your answer after that.
Did we talk to enough people to find out what exactly is going to be happening in the next 24 hours in our conversation?
No, I was looking for
Because-
another human to talk to and didn't find any.
And so we didn't talk to anyone else.
You were doing all
We
the
just
talking to
kinda-
other people.
Yeah, I am kind of a pushy little one, aren't I? Okay.
Right.
Well,
The results that you get back, Axel says, it depends on your specialty. You go to your location and you vie for your specialty to become the best of your specialty. So you could choose your weapon. Is pretty much, yeah, what you get.
All right. Another question. Can you opt out of doing this celebration?
Since you already got your role, it's on the same section of the website, so I can I will up your chance at this moment for a 22% chance to get something solidified. So roll 100 and see if you get 22% or higher.
Oh, it's 7.
Yeah, apparently you found a website that's all about this specifically.
Yep.
So the next roll will go, if you go down the rabbit hole of this specific logic direction, you'll have a 44% chance on your next one because it's literally the same website dealing with all that kind of stuff. All right, so what was the question again?
Can I opt out of celebrating this?
Well, it says nothing in there. When you're reading through it, it says nothing in there that you even have to opt in to begin with. It just lets you kind of, for a better phraseology, it's like the Olympics.
Gotcha.
Everybody
So I can go
chooses to
spectate.
compete because they want to compete to see where they place amongst their own society, or if you want to challenge inside of another society to do so. Meaning, roll me a 44% chance, and I'll give you either double a more in depth or a simple definition, or a complex answer. 1D100.
Sorry to interrupt. I have to take off here.
All right, we'll be wrapping up here, so you'll get a simple answer. The simple answer
Later.
is
Have a good one.
later. The simple answer
Bye.
is that anybody of any statue could go into any arena and find an arena direction, and as long as you can contribute to the race or the species design, you can challenge inside the species design to be the best of what you do at what you do. In layman's term, if you're a dwarf and wanted to be an elf, you'd have to compete like an elf, as an elf, in an arena of, let's say, archery, to be the best archer there is as an elf, an elven archery, which leads you to speculate that this is probably the reason why most people that are dwarf go do dwarf things, elves go do elf things. Now, my question for you guys as a whole, because you literally are we're going to state that you're down to the wire. Two choices. Do you go to random location, stay here for the celebration, or go to Humbleburg, or the sun?
I'm
Without
still going with
radiation.
random location, honestly.
So I know that I got 2 for randoms, but I need. What's your suggestion there, Ty? That Shin wandered off.
I'm thinking of just staying here.
All right. Well, that would mean that you have to persuade these 2 on staying here, and I'm gonna go to the restroom while you all figure out and tell me what you decide.
All right. Well, all right. So Ty, you say stay here.
Yeah.
Champ,
Well, if
you
we hit
say
a random
go?
location, we could be in a fight immediately, and the ship isn't really ready to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Champ, you say
true.
leave?
Well, I guess in that
It
case.
also could be a random location to the sun, which we're not shielded for.
I'm not all for burning myself.
And there's no way in hell we're going to Humbleburg.
Yeah.
I will get off the ship if you decide to go there.
Hell, I'm
So I think for right now,
I'm threatening to
hunker
if
down.
I come across a kiosk to beat somebody. So going to a whole nother planet might not be a good thing for me right now. I mean,
We
as
just
long
don't
as-
have enough information yet.
yeah.
But if you
As long as I have-
still strongly
as long-
decide to want to do a random, I'll go with you.
Dear sweet
Nah,
Kelly,
I just
as
wanted to
long
hit
as
random
I
for the
have you-
adventure, you know?
Yeah. Dear sweet Kelly, as long as I have you, my little tiny, very not normal at this current place human,
Oh, I couldn't hold it any
I
longer.
am
Sorry.
very comfortable. I like having my other female.
All right. So down to the wire. What's y'all's decision? Should you
We
stay
voted
here?
we're gonna
because-
stay here. Yeah.
Y'all are gonna stay there. Nobody's going to Humbleburg. No one's randoming. Gotcha. Well,
Fuck Humbleburg.
Yeah, thank you. Kelly said it best.
I love it.
I bet you another place we
You
drop a
know,
nuke on.
I'm going to give you a description of what this sounds like to me as
He
the
did
player.
it literally.
Yeah,
He just
what
said
it
it best.
is you all
Fuck that.
swirling. You come out of the jungle and it's and you're all sweating, dripping, and you've been dealing with everything that comes in the jungle, the swamp ass and everything, and then you come across a path that is divided. On the left, it's a spooky road with a haunted house and more of the same issues. And off to the right, you see bunny rabbits and a meadow, and you're like, that thing, it scares me. And you go down the haunted path because you're more. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, no matter how I phrase it, it's peaceful, it's free. We ain't going there. We ain't falling for your shit. Just little bunnies rabbiting. Kill it and burn it. Go that way. That's what it sounds like. It's going through y'all's minds to me. I'm not saying that you're wrong or right. I'm just envisioning it. No one ever gives us the fuzzy buddies. It's a trap. All right.
I'm going
I know
on
how
the
to set up
principle
next pitch.
of nothing in life is free.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this concludes
free, you
today's
don't want it.
session.